We're good?
Disintegrate.
Okay. I am tired, but I'm going to get through, and I'm going to slowly ramp up my energy as we go. Let me...
Pause. Can we retake that? Yeah, can we just cut that in post? Let's retake that.
Yeah, it's okay. Hey guys, welcome back to... This is Matt Pat. I left my X channel for this. Okay.
That's just a theory.
So, last session was amazing. Primarily because Ethan wasn't here, but there were other good things that happened as well. You guys, holy smokes, you left the... I mean, you guys didn't travel very far.
Nope.
You left the house with the Oracle. You discussed what you were going to do, but there was a lot of great RP that happened. You met the guy who runs the Temple of Procan. He destroyed some things of yours, and then you went and talked to the town council. That was basically the whole vibe of the session. However, some interesting things happened along the way. You guys learned a bit of shuffling happening within the council. It seems like Mr. Gellin is taking a bit of a heavier hand at the table, and yeah, you each kind of have your own things going on, so I can't really recap too much more than that. But that is basically where you left off. You were in kind of like a side room, and you were being requested to by Ida and Anders to lay low for a little bit, stay in town, don't do anything too crazy for a couple of weeks and see how things play out. So that's kind of how we're beginning things. Now, I do need to ask, because you weren't here last time, Grix, I would say about approximately 4 hours has passed since you took off from the house there. You don't have to say out loud necessarily what you did, because you don't have to do that. I already know what you did. Yep. But where would you find yourself at current moment?
Probably getting my clothes steam pressed.
Okay.
Make myself look all nice and clean. So fresh and so clean.
Okay. By the way, Lemon, the music isn't playing.
Yeah, it's a little fucked up, man.
So where physically would you say that is?
Probably I would just be at the markets. I would just probably go back to the tailor that I went to before. Have them, be cleaning my attire.
Okay, perfect. So let's place you on our little mappy poo. Where's your token? Oh yeah, did I make it invisible?
Probably. Is it the updated token?
I don't know.
Probably not.
You learned invisibility while you were away?
I did. Yo, he's drinking some death liquid.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just murdering my thirst. Feyorn would know something about that.
I can't find your token, so I'm just going to give you a new one.
Allegedly.
Nice.
Allegedly.
Like I said, not like I've sent you it.
No, I just deleted it off the map, dude.
Oh,
what the heck? Everything's changed.
that is a token.
If I was a rich girl.
Okay, so you're down here. Okay, perfect. Peaches, you also were kind of taken off doing your thing. Did you just end up at the Grove?
Yes, ended up talking to Phrank. You never told me if I found anything in the journal. I realized that afterwards because I got interrupted, but I went back to reading after.
I didn't?
No.
I thought I did, but it was like very brief. Like you, I forget what I had said exactly, but basically nothing really changed your interpretation of, like, it didn't like evolve what you kind of were trying to gain from it, I guess.
No problem. That's perfect.
Like it didn't point you in any other directions. Okay. Okay, so then you end up at the Grove?
Still there.
Sorry. That was a real moment. Is that a new feature?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you pointed that out a couple sessions ago.
He's doing waypoints.
Doesn't it move along those waypoints too?
Mhm.
You could play Snake in
That's
this.
yeah, that's lit.
Sorry, carry on with what you're doing.
It's really tough to look.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
If you hover over each tool, there's like a little mini tutorial now for each tool.
Oh my god. Oh wow. Okay. Half the session's gonna be lost doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So I will return to the rest of the crew here. So you're kind of concluding.
Yep. Yep. How long do we get a dick? How long do we get a dick?
Okay. Great. Okay. So you guys are concluding your little conversation here with Anders and Ida. Is there anything that you would like to say before this whole thing wraps up? Because as far as they're concerned, they've kind of given you their piece. They want to see how things play out for a little bit. And they want the attention that is clearly on you and very... not tense, but it's exciting. The town's excited about your presence, and they're all kind of looking your way. So they want that to die down a little bit, and they want you to be pretty casual as to not draw any more attention. Is there anything else you guys would like to say to them?
Would we have known where Grix was taken off to?
No, actually, you wouldn't have.
Okay.
It was kind of one of those like, oh, I totally forgot I got somewhere to be. I'll meet up with you guys.
That's weird because you said that a spider had bit one of his balls and it grew to a size and the guards came and took him to the hospital.
Yeah.
For them to suck the venom out.
To suck the venom out.
Yeah. Well, that happened, and then he saw you. He was like, "Hey guys, I'm better now." But I totally forgot I got something to do. I'm gonna be over here doing the thing.
And that wasn't like a Snoopy. What's Grix doing? That was more of like if we don't know where to go, then I would have asked Ida and Anders. If you see Grix, just tell him we'll be at the Grove. Because that's all I would have wanted to add there.
Very good. Anybody else?
I think I kind of, if anything, I concluded what I needed to say or ask last session, so I'm done.
Okay. Very good. Feyorn, if there's nothing else, then we will carry on. So you guys find yourselves outside of the council hall. I'll shove you guys down there. And as you step out into the streets, it is pretty obvious, especially down near this more bustling area. The day is very much coming to life. Despite how tired you all may be, everybody is very lively, and everybody is giving you kind of a nod and a smile, if not coming up to you, asking to shake your hand, or like pointing in your direction and kind of like whispering to each other, but not in an insidious way by any means.
Am I getting the same treatment?
You certainly are.
No, dude.
Well, Wyatt, I guess it's not just the children outside of town, but it seems your story has gotten basically to everybody.
Well, I can't say that I'm upset. It worked. It was either that or stones throwing at us. So I'll take that W. I bet he's wondering what happened, but that'll be my little secret.
Yeah, I think with this, it does highlight the importance that we show face in town, like the council had asked. People will seemingly notice, the town will notice, it seems, if we've been gone too long. So let's make sure that we do keep up appearances throughout the week, as the council asked.
Sure.
So the day is yours. You know that Peaches is kind of hanging out waiting for you. Grix, I will say, I'm just going to kind of like, just so we can jump to where everybody's kind of in the same position here. I'm going to say everything goes very, very smoothly for you. In fact, the work that you want done, not only does it get done immediately, within just a few minutes, but you're clearly bumped to the front of the line, and they don't even charge you for it. They kind of give you the one time it's on the house. You know, we can't always operate our business like this, but we're going to get you this time for what you've done. That sounded sinister, but...
We're going to get you this time for what you've done.
What you've done. Oh, we'll wash your clothes. So you're given your fresh new pair of clothes. You're feeling good. I guess I'm going to ask where you're headed to now.
Yeah, I would like to go to a guard's post.
Okay. Like the guard's post, or you just want to find a guard?
The
You want to go
guard's
to the
post.
barracks,
Yeah, I'll go to the barracks.
where Eleander was murdered?
Not to my knowledge.
You might know
I
that.
think it is to your knowledge.
You might know
I
that.
think they told us.
Yeah. If you were in the Grove when all that went down, you would know that.
Okay. Well then, yeah.
He wasn't.
Not that it might
Why
change.
wasn't?
Grix showed up late. We filled him in.
He showed up after we showed him in, but I don't know that he knows exactly where it
he was
happened.
late. Okay. So you head down to the barracks. As you make your way down there, the density of guards obviously increases to the point where once you get there, there's 3 guards standing outside of the barracks, just kind of shooting the shit, but also, I mean, they're on guard. They're doing their job outside of the barracks. There's a big, wide, almost barn-sized door that opens up on the southern side. And they kind of see you coming. They give you a little bit of a smile, but they're not quite as endearing as everybody else has been in the town.
Yep. I basically just want to walk up to one of the guards and just ask if there's any like wanted posters, or if they've heard anything about possible like goblin camps nearby that might be causing some riffraff.
No. Then they kind of like look at each other. No, not that we know. Why, you've heard some things?
No. Just more curious. More than
You're looking for another opportunity to maybe get some peace with some goblins, something like that? Doing the old Grix thing?
something like that, one would say.
Okay. Well, we'll keep our eyes peeled.
Please do. And if you do encounter any, just let me know.
Well, if they don't cause too much trouble,
Of course.
we'll take our time.
Of course.
Very well.
Just turn around and I guess I'll head towards the city center.
City center? Okay. Well, I think that's a pretty good opportunity to kind of collapse you guys in a little bit here. So as you're heading on down the road here, so you can meet up with your old pals. I mean, it seems like everybody that you come by, everybody that they're walking by, they're at least getting looks at a minimum from all the people in the town.
If anybody like stops me for autographs, I will like stop to offer like to sign anything they want and like shake any possible hands. If people want to come up and shake my hand, I will stop and make conversation with anybody that wants to.
I'll say when you cross the bridge, you get kind of like the lineup of kids, and you like go down the line, and you're like high fiving.
So I'm like the same size as them. Perfect.
Yeah, basically.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you meet up with your crew. They are just walking down the street. You don't know where they came from. They don't know where you came from. You catch each other's eyes, and you instinctually cast Fireball.
Damn. It's like that.
Yep. And
Goes
Disintegrate.
all around me.
Which reminds me, over the table, if I'm ever grouped up, like if I'm in the shit, you guys have full permission to fireball me along with the enemies.
I never needed your permission to do that.
Yeah, so I just
If
felt
you do
like
that, I will kill you.
no, I'm okay with that if it makes sense. Like if there's a bunch of enemies and you want to fireball, you guys have my permission to fireball me.
You don't have mine.
You can fireball.
I'm not really looking for permission.
Don't fireball my guys, okay?
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Did you realize that Grix doesn't know any of what we said at the docks?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Shit. Hey, Grix, how are you feeling?
I'll just like kind of pop my collar a little bit. I'm feeling so fresh and I'm feeling so clean.
Yeah,
Milo.
I'm good. You look it. Taking advantage of our newfound favors, I see.
Oh, as much as I can while we still got it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Let's this favor, I guess this newfound fame, if you want to call it, whatever it is, this understanding that the city now has of us. There are a lot of eyes on us.
Yeah,
And
it's
while you
great.
were away, well, we'll see. While you were away, we had spoke with the council and they had asked us to make
Maybe
appearances.
we do this at the Grove, not in the public,
sure, yeah.
public streets, Milo.
Yeah, let's good point. Let's walk and talk.
Okay. And as you do, you kind of start breaking away from the larger groups of people that were potentially listening in.
Any ravens, any birds.
And you slowly start making your way out of town. You see that same little kid in the field now. It just kind of excitedly like turns and looks and gives you the kind of the looking eyeglass with his hand.
I'll give it back.
Pass.
I'll give him the finger guns.
Didn't expect guns in that.
Yeah,
The
same.
kid dies.
Just give him the finger.
Yeah,
No, like, just give him the
Oh
finger.
my god!
let's give him the finger. Yeah.
Wild magic is real. Okay, so you guys flop your way into the grove. Let me get you some tokens to work with. Bop, bop,
Ba-da-da.
booey, bop. Okay, very good.
Nice.
Okay.
That's Feyorn, right?
That is fair.
Looks like a little badass.
Okay.
So on the way, while we were out of town, away from everybody, would have just kind of filled Grix in. Council asked us to stick around. We, oh, you were gone. My name is Cade. It's nice to meet you again. Milo is the friend that I'm looking for, and coincidentally, seems to be in the same spot as I don't want to say where we're headed, but all of our paths seem to be lining up, and we kind of talked through it. You had to disappear for a moment, but we're glad you're back, because the last thing that we heard about you was from the Oracle, right? And the Oracle had said that you could lead us to where we need to go. Would you know what that means?
Well, if he's talking about seafaring, I can always guide us using the stars and the. That's about it. I don't have a destination in my head.
Does anything ring a bell? Peaches has a few spots that come to mind after speaking with the Oracle. Peaches, would you mind? Maybe something will spark for Grix here.
Great. I think I've already explained one of them. The firefall thing with the looks like lava falling down into the cauldron. The second is a cave of starlight. Cave of gems and stuff, I guess, in the walls that makes it look like starlight. I think I kind of explained a little bit of the two already.
Oh. Sorry. Oh my god.
Are you good there, Wyatt?
It just hit me.
You
Please,
good?
please continue. It just fucking hit me what that is. Okay.
He's over the table going.
Over the table.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's about to faint.
Just
But
realized.
yeah,
Sorry, but
the cave supposedly had a guardian that you were supposed to bring like an offering to.
It was supposed to bring an offering to?
No,
Just that's what you're supposed to do when you go to it.
but yeah.
Generally speaking.
It protects the cave. The guardian protects the cave from being mined, I guess. And then the falls, the challenge is to climb it and swim in the cauldron. I don't know if either of these ring a bell.
Not at all. Not to my nothing comes to my head immediately.
We did find out that it might be on the water plane.
Water plane.
Well,
Can't say I've ever been there.
the water plane, yes. He said something weird. He didn't just say that you would navigate. I was thinking back on it. He said you have the waters to reach and navigation to proceed. What if he means the black water is the waters to reach?
Well, you already saw that I was expelled from my body. So can't be that.
Unless it wasn't fully. I mean, it's just something to think about. It might be connected somehow. It's just very odd that he said the waters to reach.
He could be also be talking about a distant land, using the boat
True.
that we captured.
Actually, we think that Feyorn has the boat that we need to use to get there.
By the way, while they're having this conversation, I would go into my cabin and try and put the two boards together like a puzzle.
Okay.
Like while they're doing it, I'm just like holding up the two
Build the
pieces.
boat in the house, and then you're not going to be able to get it out.
Yeah, you're building the boat in the
Well,
bottle right now,
It's
bro.
not in two halves. It's just like two planks of wood. So I'm gonna see if they would fit together, or like a puzzle or something.
Yeah, Feyorn has the boat. We just have to build it. One of the pieces Feyorn had, the other we found in the lair of the lizard folk. And so if this is some weird cosmic puzzle that we have to solve, we figured there are a few more places that we could check out that we know the whereabouts of, and maybe we can find more pieces of the boat along the way.
I would like to point out that he didn't just have the first one, he mentioned that it fell from the sky. So I think it is a cosmic thing.
Yeah, it feels very much so.
How do you plan on putting together a whole boat using just a few pieces of wood?
Find the rest?
So you expect to find multiple masts and sails and rudders and
Well,
I
there's
think it was just a rowboat.
small boat, right, Feyorn? No
Yeah,
offense.
just for me.
so if it's just for him, how are we all gonna come aboard?
Maybe it came from the water plane and we need it as a sort of like a focus.
When you had the black water in you, Grix, did you feel drawn to anything specifically? If you had the black water inside of you and there was a deep urge or maybe what felt like a thread that was pulling you to the, I don't know, the source of the black water, right? Whatever's corrupting the Sagandis out in the water. I know that's not right, but
Sahuagin.
Sahuagin out in the ocean. Did you feel any sort of pull? Maybe that's where we need to go.
The only sort of pull I ever felt was towards my enemies. the enemies of my friends. That was to eliminate them by any means necessary.
Interesting.
That was the only kind of pull I guess I would have. That's the only thing I felt, at least. I was never drawn to a certain place or being, so to speak. It was just whatever was, well, in my eyes, our enemy.
Phrank,
So I guess if we get more black water and inject it into me, and we focus on this water plane being our enemy, it might draw me to it.
yeah, or if you just beefed with, well, I don't want to put all of Wyatt's details out there, but there is a certain somebody that we might have to face up to. And so maybe, you know what, let's not even toy with the black water. For all we know, it's left your body, but could still be in Wyatt's because of the whole awkward blood transfusion that you had take place in that layer. Phrank, when I look up from the center of the grove, what does it look like? Is it open sky?
Partially. It's not quite as open as this map would deceive you to believe. A lot of those trees have kind of grown and arched over top. But there is still like a pretty decent chunk in the center and a couple of break open pieces. Here.
So if from the center of this place right here, if somebody were somehow on the other side of this underneath us looking up, would it look like stars in the sky? Or would it be covered?
Sir, what do you mean on the other side?
So like, if I was trapped underneath this stone here and I was looking up at Peaches' feet up into the sky, what would it look like?
Yeah, it would look like the sky.
Okay. So, this might be crazy, but I think what Grix said, I think this is a possibility. Grix mentioned that the boat would not be big enough to carry us all. And I think that makes sense. So if this boat is the key to where we need to go, I think it makes sense that that may be a bit misleading. When Eleander, Peaches, you mentioned the Blackwater being the source. And when Eleander was in here and he had his episode, this pedestal here became the domain expansion, became the home of the Blackwater for Eleander, right? It created a dome around this spot here. And Feyorn, for all we know, is in possession of the grove with Feyorn. Feyorn. What if this pedestal has something to do with whatever it is we're working on? What if there was a way to get to the other side of this here? It's just a thought.
Feyorn, does
That's interesting.
this center have any significance?
I mean, it is a shrine. I mean, Farron's right there. He could tell you.
And he just kind of throws up his hands. Oh, I'm invited to the conversation, I see. This whole place has a lot of special properties. I can't say that I've exactly discovered each and every one of them, but that's why I like it here so much. There's so much to learn and discover, and that Obadiah could teach me, and yeah. So I guess your guess might be as good as mine. I haven't exactly spent too much time studying this particular pedestal.
One of my boat pieces fell from the sky here. So it probably is special.
Can anyone detect if there's magic around? Maybe it can give off an aura or something.
I'm just gonna stop you there. You're gonna detect magic everywhere here.
Hmm.
The whole place is gonna light up like a, I don't know, like a tree covered in lights.
But it should be divination, no? Divination magic?
Yeah, it's gonna be that, and it's gonna be a whole whirlwind of.
What if it's not? What if there's something that's not divination?
Well, I suppose you could try to look into it, but what I'm trying to say is this whole place is kind of everything. It's a whole mixture. It's been touched by a lot of druidic hands, and it left a pretty lingering effect. You can try to pinpoint it, what might be going on, but it's going to be a tough ask.
I don't know if anybody's even got the strength right now to detect anything. I think we're all due for a rest. I mean, yeah, this thought new to me, and we can pocket that. I think maybe we just kind of jump back on the path that we were headed, right? We want to head to the glade in hopes to obviously take care of things for you, Peaches, but maybe something else comes to us. Maybe more pieces of Feyorn's ship. Maybe, I don't know, something interplanar pops out at us and will give us a bit more direction, but
yeah, I mean, we got the green light from Procan, so I don't think it matters much. When the god of the water plane's like, yeah, dude, go for it. I don't think we have much to worry about. What I will say is my delicate situation. I don't believe it has anything to do with the black water. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't add up that he would be connected. If that's the case, then anytime I had an interaction with it, I feel like he might pop up in my head, say a couple things, but he's only got his eyes on the prize.
And earlier, Peaches had mentioned the gems on the walls, the crystals on the walls, the offering we had to give, and you had mentioned my friend being the crown jewel, so to say. Did that cave with the gems and the crown jewel and the conversation that you had, do you feel those two connected at all?
No.
Okay.
To be quite honest, I didn't even know there was a crown jewel to begin with. I was just set on my task, get the job done, and I'll be reunited once again. So your guess is as good as mine. I only know who's responsible for keeping your friend. That's all.
Peaches, how dangerous is a trip to the glade? Do you know?
I've no idea. Last time I the only time I found the trail really was in the Dreadwood. So it could be dangerous, it could not be.
So we'll definitely want to rest before we head that way. But then the next question is it safer to go during the day or during the night?
I don't think... I honestly don't know. Depends on the Dreadwood, I guess.
And
I'm just going to go back to the place that I found it the first time and hope that it opens the way.
I haven't got the best eyes, so the best night eyes, I should say. So,
I don't either.
yeah, we'd be pretty large targets walking with torches.
I would like to spend the night there once we get there, if that's okay, and then return the next day.
If we're looking to do that, then we should probably go now. That way we can make it there before nightfall, spend the night there, make it back here in time to still show face in the town for the council.
Unless we show face today, leave tomorrow morning, come back the next morning.
I think that's better. You want to go to a place that's rumored to be dangerous on little to no rest. Milo, what are you thinking?
I mean, I'm just trying to make sure that we can cover all of our bases. But if we think that the trip to the Glade can wait until tomorrow, then absolutely, let's wait. Let's get our rest. Let's show some face,
I mean,
shake some hands.
really, I do have all my spells. I am very tired, but
I am so tired of feeling like everything that I do is at a disadvantage. It just feels like the world is against me, and I can really fucking use some shut eye.
just really unlucky.
Really use some shut eye because I'm just a string of bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
I
fine.
suppose you'll need a ride to get there, or were you planning on walking the half a day's walk out there?
How did
Honestly,
you-
half a day walk might be in our benefit. So by the
Yeah.
time we get to the Glade, it's nighttime-ish.
Yeah, I heard if you get your 10,000 steps in, it's a good.
True.
Well, this is going to be more like 40,000, but I mean, be my guest. I'll send you away with the smaller
Well,
version of it in case you decide to change your mind.
I surely, I mean, the Glade is something that you just stumble upon, right? If we get there too late and we spend too much time trying to find it, maybe we miss our nighttime window. Maybe we don't find it at all. So maybe we should take some sort of transportation. That way we have time to stumble
Get
upon
lost.
the Glade. Yeah, exactly.
All right, then. Yeah, I mean, I see no harm if it's not too much trouble, Feyorn.
I've got nothing better to do. It appears.
Do you want to come with us?
No, I have some communicating with a god to look to, hopefully to get some answers. But you be my guest. Take the ride with you.
In this time, Frank, have I noticed anything about the two
Boards?
pieces of yeah?
Yeah, you try
Oh
to
my god,
kinda,
we
like,
started this session with that.
slide pieces together or whatever.
boy.
And it doesn't appear as though they do go together. There's a slight, one thing you do notice is there's a slight kind of bend to them, as there would be on kind of like the outer reaches of the vessel itself.
There's nothing special about the new piece. It's the same.
Same
That's the
idea, kind of covered in maybe
Yeah.
a little bit of different type of sea life, like crustaceans and things like that, latching onto
Yeah.
the side.
All right.
Puppy!
I did want to mention one thing that I think might have gone overlooked because I forgot to mention it, and I want to take this moment to retcon something from the last like several sessions. I actually need you guys. I kind of went through the different sessions. I actually need all of you to remove 2 rations each because I didn't have you guys eating for the last little bit. That kind of slipped my mind. So I'm going to have you do that. But the other thing was you did leave with a list of 5 different quests that were available to you to basically partake any time in the next, month
Yeah.
or so. It's kind of open. So you do have that with you. So I'm going to just read that list to you now. And you don't have to talk about it now, but I'm going to read it to you briefly. So Kiorna Kester, who is the tanner in town,
What?
Huh?
Sorry.
She's looking for some rare leathers in the drowned forest to the north. 10 full leathers from any large creature. 6,000 gold is what she's putting on the table. there's a family with a long lineage in Saltmarsh that's been seeking the bones of their long-lost great-great-great-grandfather deep in the Dreadwood. There is also the town guard. They want adventurers to push into the Dreadwood for a kilometer and exterminate everything that is found. All kinds of different baddies and things like that. And they're looking for a minimum of 20 corpses to be brought out for 8,000 gold. The last one, by the way, was 10,000. The Carpenter's Guild Hall leader, Jalar Kenkelston, wants you to bring 3 very rare pieces of wood. 1, a wooden stake that's been used to impale a vampire. Splinters of a tree struck by lightning. And a branch of a tree used to hang a murderer for 9,000 gold. And then lastly is your friend who you saw outside of the bar. Turns out his name is Aubric Dralion. Wants you to find his abandoned ship at sea to recover precious documents sealed at the bottom of the ship for 20,000 gold. So that's what's on the table.
It was 3 rare pieces of wood, a stake that's killed a vampire, a piece of wood that's been struck by lightning, and a branch that somebody's been hanged on.
A murderer has been hanged on, yes.
And for how much?
That one was
9,000.
Splinters.
And then, sorry, could you repeat the last one? The guy outside the bar?
Yep, he wants you to find his abandoned ship, a ship that was abandoned at sea, to recover precious documents that are sealed at the bottom of the ship for 20k.
For 20?
20.
I thought you said 15 last week. But I'll take it.
I think it's 25 now.
I misspoke. Then, not now.
He's just more desperate now.
You miss Poke? What about
I
Mr.
do.
Poke, dude?
No, the fish. The fish.
Oh.
Yeah.
My fault. As you
Okay.
were.
No, as you guys were. That I just wanted to give you guys that update. I should have started with that at the beginning of the session.
Yep, say less.
Okay, I'm done. Walking away.
Well, I mean, now, yeah, I guess now, we rest now, or we hang out until it's time to rest. We wake up, we show face, maybe we swing by the guard shack and speak with the family that is looking for the lost bones in the Dreadwood, and we try and knock out a couple of birds.
Excuse you.
Go to the.
A couple of rodents with 1 stone.
Sure. The family. Do I recognize the name?
I will say that you don't. They're not a very active family in any kind of trade, or they're not like a very well-known family. They're just kind of one of those groups of people that just kind of linger around town. But it turns out they're pretty friggin' wealthy and quiet about it.
Are they very tall?
Not particularly.
Okay. I did find bones the first time I went in. It was a skeleton that woke up and talked to me.
Oh.
But it was like a giant skeleton, like 10 feet tall. So I don't think that would be the one, but it might be. I don't know.
We could ask, doesn't hurt.
If he talks again. Oh, you mean the family, right?
The family. If maybe the special bones they'd like to collect are the special bones.
Talking bones.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna claim stake to a piece of ground and rest
Wait, Milo,
until we bed. Yes.
do you still have that piece of paper I gave you back at the Pirate Cove, Sambalet? Gave you a piece of paper before I went onto the ship.
God damn, do I have that piece of paper?
Well, if you never gave it back to me, I would assume you do.
Yeah, I would assume that I have it.
Can I have it back?
Sure. I don't know what it was.
No, sir. Thank you.
Did you tell me not to read it?
No. Well, I just told you what to do with it, but seems like it slipped your mind. No worries.
Seems like it slipped my mind. Yeah, apologies.
It's all good. It'll come in handy. I want to try to find like a behind shack. Like a behind
Behind
something.
check.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. I'm with you. I found it in my notes. I have it. I've done nothing with it. I remember it, and yes, you can have it back.
Awesome. See ya.
I'm trying to remember myself what's going on with this.
What's all that about?
Can I say it? Or do you know?
You don't know, I don't think.
No, I have. It's. Can I read what I put in my notes?
No.
No? Okay, I'm gonna type to you what I wrote down.
Okay.
What if we don't metagame?
I don't think anybody knows except those two. I don't even think Frank knows.
Oh, he knows.
Oh, he knows.
I'm
Okay.
just forgetting. I'm like yeah. I must have missed something he said.
Oh yeah. You still don't really fully know what it is, but yeah, that's.
I don't know what it is, but I know what you told me to do with it, and I never did it.
Yeah, you never did it. Yeah. Yeah, Andrews gave it to me. Right.
Oh, right. Okay, very good.
Can I find a little tucked away something?
Yeah. You can, I mean, you can even go into the tree line a little bit if you're really concerned. Okay, so is everybody just kind of doing their thing, trying to find a spot to rest?
Yeah, just
Okay.
resting on poop.
Yeah.
I want to go back to town.
Okay.
Crazy
I just want to
girl.
find a newspaper.
Okay. I will say that that is not very difficult to find. So if that's your sole objective, you can find that basically just as soon as you enter, whether it's kind of rolling down the street, or basically any one of the number of shops will have them just free to grab.
I should stock up on rations too.
Okay,
We can do Wyatt's thing first.
sure. Wyatt, what are you doing?
How much time do I have?
Well, I mean, it is like midday right now. You guys are going to be... I'm actually going to extend your sleep. I just think that's a fair thing to do, given that you guys haven't slept for a whole almost 48 hours. So, lots of time.
Yeah, well, we did a 24-hour stream, so we had to. Yeah, we at the lizard lair.
Mhm.
We went to the Cash App lizard folk lair, and we had to do it. We did 24-hour streams.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend maybe like 2 to 3 hours trying to read the book or attune with the book or like figure stuff out. And then see what happens after like 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
Try to
Okay,
keep it, hush hush from the rest of the gang.
for
He's
sure.
got his secrets.
I weirdly wasn't prepared for you to do anything with the book because you've just been skipping it so much. Like you've been intentionally skipping it. So let me go grab it. I didn't even have it with me right now.
When I was a young boy, my father.
Well, you can go back to Peaches because I'm just reading the book anyways.
For sure. Okay.
Bros.
I'll give you the identification for it. Like I'll say the first hour you identify it, the second hour you can attune to it if you choose to do so after reading it. Okay, so so Peaches, are you just strictly looking to grab some rations?
Yeah.
Okay, so normally I would RP out a whole like shopping thing. If that's all you're searching for, I'll at least give you, you head down to kind of like the market area. There's your whole kind of assortment of things that you have your selections of, but there's a vendor that's particularly keen for, survival gear, rope, hooks, lanterns, bed rolls, and of course, tons and tons of rations. Pretty jolly little fella, pretty happy to see you. And whatever it is that you're ordering, he's going to take 10% off of the value.
Oh, that's lovely.
Okay, so what would you like to grab? Just like how many rations?
Depends on how much it is.
Okay, let me grab that for you.
Oh, wait, I have 83 gold. Okay, I will grab, let's say, how many of this are there? 60 rations?
60? Okay, so it's 5 silver apiece.
Awesome.
So let me do your calculations here.
60 rations? Are you feeding elephants?
Oh, just walking up on everybody's.
Okay.
Would that be 30 gold?
It would be
50 gold, enter 5 silver apiece.
Yeah. And then he will shave off
Okay. Then
bit. So 2.7. 227. God, what am I doing? 27. Jeez.
No, you said 2.7. You said it. Hey, okay,
Okay.
2.7.
deal.
27 gold.
You know what? Let's cut that in half and do 30 rations instead of 60.
Okay.
Because I want to spend 30 fucking gold.
13 and a half. 13 and a half.
Frank said 3. Take it or leave it.
I can do that.
And that's with the discount. So 13 and a half. Perfect. So you can remove that, give yourself 30 rations. And yeah. So, and just so everybody knows, because I don't know if everybody has taken the time to read what's in a ration. So it's
An MRE,
turkey,
bro.
dried fruit, nuts, and breads. Like a little bit of bread.
Yeah, but it's a Hobbit bread. It's that good shit that Frodo took to,
Lemon bread.
yeah.
No, it's more like a cracker. It's very dry.
That's so fucked up.
Like hardtack.
It is hardtack.
Holy shit, that's 60 pounds?
It's a lot of food.
Okay, I'll grab that in a newspaper.
Okay. So you haul it all back. Very good. Okay. So you come back, you've got your newspaper. If you're looking for just the article, we had a layout for kind of what it was, but it is a relatively, it's like a little toned down. It's not quite glowing, but it's a bit toned down, but still sheds you guys in an extremely good light.
Who cares about the article? I want the crossword.
Oh,
Yeah, the article. I wanted it. I didn't get to read it. I wasn't there for that conversation.
okay. And you had spoken
Grix
to
and I weren't.
You spoke to the journalist too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
And then Grix and I went off to Captain Longass.
yeah. So you know that thing obviously was not written by that journalist because it is just not in his voice and it's not something that it sounds like he would write. Okay, Simo, just give me 1 sec. I am giving you the thing. Now, in the meantime, if there's anything else anyone else is doing.
I want to do my communication with the frog people. As always. Try and learn the language, remember? So I'm going to do that before bed.
Okay, so give me an intelligence check here, buddy.
So intelligent. I'm going to roll a nat 20.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you are, Feyorn.
Hell yeah.
It's not that 7, right?
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
You jinxed him.
What I will say is we need to, if you're rolling, you need to start calling out your roll because our audio-only listeners cannot see our rolls.
Oh.
It's a 6.
I rolled a 6.
Perfect.
That's with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Oh, you didn't even roll a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Can anyone actually see our rolls in the stream? Isn't it just our faces?
Oh my god.
Yeah. It got worse.
Oh, no.
It's a 4 now.
Feyorn forgot what a frog is.
I'm barking right now instead of.
And Feyorn's got the crowning. He's like, "What the fuck was I doing with this again?"
After I'll say after like a half an hour of trying to like do this lesson thing here, the bullywug on the other end of the line there essentially just gets frustrated and gives you some sort of signal like I gotta go, and just like gets off the line. So lesson kind of cut short, and you do not retain much information after that one.
Okay, I'll just go to bed after that then. In my. Are you in my hut, Grix? No. Okay.
I'm right beside it.
Okay, I'll go into my hut and fall asleep.
I'm gonna give everyone 5 rations and then keep 10 for myself.
You got it.
That makes sense, right?
5. Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, and then an extra 5.
Yep.
Actually, everybody could get 6.
Oh.
Shit.
Okay.
I will pay Peaches for mine. I'll just give her, I don't know, 5 gold or something.
Oof. Thank you.
Cause I got it like that, you know what I'm saying? Eat my sugar mommy, you know what I'm saying? she look out for me. And I don't know how to shop in Dungeons and Dragons, so I've never bought anything.
I was feeling the same way. I'm like, I need to go to a store. I want to buy something.
Same.
Is it possible for me to fashion a hammock between this these 2 posts right here, these 2 corners, Frank?
Well, this is a building, but you can. Yeah, I'll say you can kind of.
I have pittance. Can I use that as like a?
For sure, you can drive a stake into Feyorn's cabin.
Yep,
it's not a problem.
I also have a hammer to really help me to really drive it home.
Okay, very good. Okay, so you're setting up your hammock. So everybody's going to sleep, right? At this point.
Yeah, because that book sucks. Wyatt's passed out.
So
I do want to do one thing before I go to bed.
Okay.
But after everybody has like kind of dozed off.
Okay, so we'll wait on that and just kiss in.
Yep.
So Wyatt, what are you doing?
So, can I attune to this too?
You can attune to it.
Okay, I will, and then I'll go to bed.
Okay. Okay.
Frank, I'm gonna message you.
Okay. Is everybody else just going to bed though?
Yep.
Very good. Grix, why don't you just tell me what you want to do?
Yeah, I want to, as silently as possible, I want to take my walkie-talkie dagger wagger, and I want to place it inside of somewhere within Milo's pack, that he won't immediately find it.
Wow. Well, if you find Milo's pack, let me know, because I'm Cade.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, if you find Milo's pack, let me know, man.
Okay,
Cade's pack.
So sorry, what are you putting in there?
I want to put the walkie-talkie dagger wagger into Cade's pack.
Okay, very good.
Since I'm attuned to it, I'm assuming that's how it works.
There is a range to it, though, isn't it? It's like,
You
but
didn't
it's first
attune to
turn.
it.
I think it's like 120 feet.
You didn't attune to it.
Okay, never mind.
Wait, Peaches is attuned to it, isn't she?
I was attuned to it, and then I unattuned to it.
And if you were
I gave
if
it
you
back
were
to
over 100 yards
Grix.
for 24 hours, did that happen? No, right?
It was if someone else tries to attune to it, you become unattuned to it.
Okay,
But Grix
then,
didn't.
well, then I will attune to it, and
Well,
stay up an extra hour.
you tried to attune to it before. Do you remember that?
I do.
On the walk there.
And it didn't work.
Oh.
Okay, I'll try again.
Okay. That is more reasonable. Okay. Okay. So you attempt to attune to it again, and to your
Dismay?
I don't know, dismay, thank you. I was looking for that word. You do not accomplish attuning to it.
If you put it in your ass, it'll get in your bloodstream faster.
Is it possible for the hilt to fit in my ass?
Yep.
It's gonna be like that video of the guy with the remote.
So Peach is still attuned to it, so she's just gonna hear a lot of muffled and some groaning and moaning.
I don't think I'm attuned to it though,
Why would
Is it
she
if
not
somebody
be
else
attuned?
tries?
because I unattuned to it and then handed it back to you.
Oh shit!
Remember, I asked you for the dagger so I could unattune to it.
If another
Give it back
creature,
to you an hour later.
yeah, you lose attunement if another creature tries to attune.
Yeah. So as far as I know, I'm not attuned to it.
Nobody is.
It's just a dagger now, man. It's just a dagger wagger now.
It's just a dagger wagger.
Damn.
It was a one-time thing.
Maybe.
Wasn't it once? It only worked once?
Frank, there is one more thing that I would do. Sorry.
Okay.
I would make a Jimmy Rig a DIY nest for the 2 eggs that I found. One, I would make the lizard folk egg the same as I found it, cover it in mud, and put it in my house. And the alligator one, I would probably put it in lukewarm water or something like that.
Okay. So you luckily have a bucket of water that was given to you by a man named Luke, and it's pretty warm. So
Damn, let's go.
got that covered.
Damn.
Let's fucking go, Feyorn.
And Luke warmed it himself, so it is a lukewarmed water.
Damn.
So
hate it.
it's
I hate it here.
Luke's lukewarm water.
Yes, but now it's Feyorn's lukewarmed water.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
lukewarm water, I should say.
Feyorn's Luke.
And did I make the mud? You know, I grabbed dirt and then I used the lukewarm water to make the mud.
I hate it here.
Simo is he's having a fun time right now.
It's,
You know, he might be
especially
rolling
since
his eyes, but he knows he's gonna clip it later.
this is especially ridiculous because Luke in Russian means onion. So you guys are just like making it.
Fucking onion water,
It's just-
baby.
It's actually onion water, so it's Luke.
It's just soup. It's warm.
Yeah.
So,
Luke given lukewarm water now owned by Feyorn.
Onion.
Onion water would be onion milk, wouldn't it?
Fuck's sakes.
We just made onion milk. Let's
No,
go,
you
dude.
You're all
Stop.
staring
Good
at
broth.
Oh, true,
Bro.
true. Maybe we...
bro, who are you? The marketing director of Oatly? Like, get a grip, bro.
No, the juice that comes from the onion is the milk.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put it in the water, it becomes broth.
Fucking
so
onion milk.
it's Luke's lukewarm onion broth. Sorry, Luke broth, I should say.
Yeah, Luke
All right. Okay, very good,
Might be
very
something
good.
else.
Okay, give me. I do
You'll
need a
fancy
fucking.
French?
I do need a check here, Lemon.
A nature check?
Yes, please, thank
Okay.
you.
Please. I'm a druid.
You are a druid.
With disadvantage.
Yes. That's
Wow,
22.
with
Go
disadvantage.
ahead and roll again.
Oh, fuck.
Ah, fuck, dude. Better than a 22, baby.
Okay.
18.
That's
okay.
not bad. That's not bad.
Okay, so you get your 2 little nests together, and you look at them, and you feel like you've done a pretty good job. Just to clarify, are these? Give me the 2 eggs again.
It was a lizard folk egg and the alligator egg
Fantastic. Okay, and you put the lizard folk egg in the mud.
in the mud.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
Just like how I found them.
Okay, very good. Okay, so you do that. You set up your stuff. I think at this point everybody's probably going to sleep, and they can get their long rest in. So let's do that. Everybody, sleep it out. And actually, we're gonna remove.
Dude, Feyorn's gonna be a dad. That's
Nice.
crazy.
And I didn't tell anybody, did I? No?
I don't think we know about the eggs.
I don't think so.
So yeah, get your long rests in, guys. Make sure you're all reset.
Oh, fuck yes. Fuck yes.
Now I'm gonna say that this long rest is gonna take a little bit longer. So we're gonna put you guys closer to the between 10 to 11 hours. So where that lands you is you're going to be getting up pretty damn early today. We're going to call it about 3 in the morning that you guys will arise from your slumbers. And yeah, everybody's good to go. Also, sorry, I should say too, left in the center of that little platform is going to be that that cart, the mushroom cart.
Shout out the mushroom cart.
Real one. Whoa.
I've had enough of that.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I just overdosed on that. That's how enough I've had.
That's the D right there. Sorry, gents.
Okay.
Does anyone know how to use the mushroom cart?
You can make it into a tea. Usually does the trick.
I don't think.
Use as transportation.
Oh, yeah, no.
Don't ingest the mushroom cart. God only knows.
It's gonna be like Peter when he ate the dehydrated watermelon.
Yeah.
Frank, do I know or do I remember how Feyorn used it?
I mean, last time it seems like you just got on and it just kind of took you where you needed to go.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
It's not like a portable one where we push the button and it turns into a cart. It is something that we can get in.
Yep, yeah.
It's a
You
full-size cart right
you
now.
stand on the platform.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
For some reason, I thought it was tiny
Same.
right now.
I thought so too.
No.
Okay.
Do I notice Feyorn's eggs?
No, they're in my house.
You're in his house.
Unless you
Okay,
go-
they're okay.
But he's swinging a couple of eggs. Some giant alligator eggs.
Guys, I found some eggs. I cooked them up for breakfast. I hope you don't mind.
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't
Oh
do that.
fuck.
I'm a bird.
Yeah, they're hidden in this house.
Well, Peaches, you know where to go, don't you?
Yes, I think if we just go back to the Dreadwood to where we fought those goblins, I believe, and where those mushrooms were, I think that would be our best bet.
We should head into town first, no? Make show face.
It's 3 a.m.
Oh yeah.
It's 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
3 a.m.
It's 3.
It's okay. It's one day. We'll be back for the rest of the weeks. Also, since when do we have to do this?
Right. Yeah. Our I forgot you weren't there.
You told Grix on the way to the Grove, and nobody told Peach.
Right. So, there's been a lot going on. I mean, yeah, there's Gellin asked that we stick around. Don't go too far. They may eventually have something else for us to do. And both Ida and Anders emphasized the importance of us following along and showing face and not disappearing as we did previously. Eaters and Anda's an eater. Fuck. Hold on. The first one was on purpose. The second one was not. Ida and Anders, they have essentially asked us to play the game. What that game is, I'm not quite sure yet, but I think we'll figure out in due time. So they had asked us to show face and be around, maybe take care of some of these things. And it's pretty hard not to go unnoticed now that we have this newfound fame. So I think it is important that we do that. It's early, like you mentioned, but did we want to maybe at the very least swing by the barracks and see about the 20 bodies? I don't know if they had planned to
That's a
give
good
us
cover.
backup for that, and then that gives us, just
I'm not
a reason to
taking
be out there.
backup. Anyone who's going to try and stop me from going in there again, I'm not taking.
No,
Offense, Feyorn.
the guard had asked to clear a kilometer and to bring out 20 bodies. We can try to do that on our own.
Weren't we going to ask about the family, the bones?
That too. So maybe we should.
Do that and then go. Make it seem like we're just going to the Dreadwood for a day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Any objections to asking about some bones?
I call shotgun.
Cool. It is early, however. What time can we just plan it out, Phrank, to be there when the town starts bustling in the morning?
Yeah, you can probably get there between 7 and 9, somewhere in that range would get you.
Okay. Would the cart take us to town first and then to where we want to go?
Yeah, I think you just hop on it and it will take us wherever.
I would love to ride through town on this thing. We'd be an absolute freak show.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust it, but fuck it. Just think real hard to go to town, and hopefully this thing will take us there.
Hopefully it's not enchanted to already go to the Dreadwood.
If so, let's just bring back all the bones we find. I've got a bag of holding. We've got room.
And I'll
Go ahead.
I'll cautiously get on it and see if it moves, and if it doesn't, then I'll stand upright.
Yeah, and it kind of accepts you getting on and just chills.
All right. Seems good.
I will follow in Big Man's footsteps.
I'll hop on shotgun.
I'll join him.
Okay.
I'll hop on.
And my axe. All right, so you guys get on. And this thing, as per usual, starts ripping very, very quickly as soon as you're all on. And it starts ripping up towards the north, up towards these big old rocks, and just like a, almost like a monster truck with giant wheels, just starts plowing up over these rocks, but keeping you all pretty stable, like a gyroscope in the center. And it just plows up, and you already know, as it starts the ascent, it is not going towards town. It is heading directly to the Dreadwood.
Did we try to get off?
You
Just
can.
leave it here and then come back?
Can I kick it and say, wait, we need to stop at town first and see if it does anything?
You can. So you give it a boot. It kind of shakes a little bit. It's just ripping. It's just going up the hill.
Should we get off?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. How fast is it going? Can we?
It's going fast.
Okay, then maybe
it's a little bit slower because it's climbing,
Okay.
but it's going, quite a bit faster than a normal cart.
All right. I'll hop off and see if it stops. Or yeah.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Yeah, great,
Oh
dude.
my
Now you take
goodness.
4d6 bludgeoning
Can I
damage.
stop him from jumping off?
Wait, you said it was going slower, so I was like, okay.
Well, it's a little bit slower going up, but
But faster
Can I
than
try
a
and
normal
stop
car.
him before he jumps off?
I'm gonna. This is a rare instance. I'm actually not gonna let you stop him because if you had said you wanted to stop him before, I would have let it happen. But now that we're rolling checks, I can't let it happen. All right. Give me that roll. Ooh,
It's a
baby.
Great
5.
roll.
All right.
Thank
so
you.
Feyorn goes, he kind of waits for it to slow down a little bit, takes a step off. He tries to like jump down, and his foot just gets caught on the platform, and he takes a little bit of a tumble down the hill. My friend here, oh, I don't even have my dice out. Hold on.
Don't worry, I'll roll it, dude.
So it's
They were all
0,
ones. They
yeah,
were all
yeah.
ones.
Yeah,
They were
it's
all ones. Yep. I even rolled extra. I rolled d20s. I rolled 3 d20s for you, and they all ended on 1. So just trying to be fair.
You take 6 bludgeoning damage
Oh
as
my
you
goodness.
drop
Hey, I rolled a
down
5.
off the face of that rock. Now, what that does though is the machine, the mushroom machine thing, just kind of stops up on top of this hill, or like
Great.
halfway up.
Yeah, I'll just upon it stopping, I'll hop off as well.
Same.
You okay, Feyorn?
Yeah, how was your trip last fall?
Nice.
I hate this cart. I'm gonna have a taco with Farron after this, but I'm good.
Okay. To town, then back to the cart.
Are we just leaving this here then? I
Well,
guess.
I can stay here. I can stay back with the cart. You guys, if you wanna go back to the town, I'll wait here.
Yeah, we'll be brief. We're just gonna ask the family about the bones, the whereabouts maybe, and then we'll be right back.
Okay.
Milo, you going with them, Peaches? Everyone's going, or
I'll stay
I
with
want to go.
Grix.
I'm heading in with you.
Okay, very good. So you start making your way into town. Now, there was a name that was given to you, and it was just the last name. It was the Hallowdown family that wants you to find the bones of their lost ancestor.
Go ahead. Sorry.
And I will just say that given the kind of layout of the town, you'll know at least the residential areas to search, and you'd be able to find that name on the front door pretty quickly.
So on our way back to town, before we get to town, just on our walk back, Peaches, do you share a similar, I don't know, source of magic to Wyatt?
A lot of what we do seems to be the same, but I think mine, and I mean no offense to Wyatt against this if he can ever hear me, mine's a bit less sinister, I think. It's been gifted to me by Zodal, the god.
And these gifts that you get, what do you give in return? What does it cost to have these powers that you've been given?
Mostly just to continue following his ideals. He is the god of mercy and second chances. I mean, it wasn't really my price to pay to be gifted with his magic, I guess. Someone else paid that price, unfortunately.
Paid that price? What is that? That's they passed, or
the person whose ashes I carry,
Yeah.
Dotrin, he's the reason that I have been touched by Zodal.
I see. And I'm none of us really, but myself mostly. I have a very tall task ahead of me. As it sounds, our, I don't know, mission, our goals, mine and Wyatt's aligned. His seem a bit more achievable, and mine less so. And if my Milo is as important to this genie as, what's that little fucking bitch's name, bro? Saban, as he says Milo is.
Sorry, to who?
Saban.
Who's Saban?
Maybe you were not there for that. Saban is...
Yeah, I pulled you aside and told you.
In confidence.
Oh, really? Okay, I remember that. I wouldn't have shared it then. I wouldn't have shared it because I've tried to keep Wyatt stuff secret.
Your character would.
Okay, I didn't remember that being in confidence. That's my fault.
No.
As the genie.
The genie, yes. The genie makes my Milo seem very important, and he's not going to give him up easily. And I am willing to go to war for Milo because he was willing to go to war with me. And I'm looking for a way to find the strengths, some extra strengths that maybe not the exact strengths, but the strengths that have been bestowed upon yourself and Wyatt. And so I'm looking for other ways outside of my belief in Tyr alone to help bolster my abilities. Should push come to shove with this genie, I want to be strong enough to make sure I can hold my own. And so I'm curious as to where I can maybe find more of these. I don't know.
Well, my story is a bit more complicated to explain than I think Wyatt's might be. As far as I know, you might be able to create a pact with Tyr, maybe, and he could gift you other types of magic, maybe. But that would be a discussion between you and your god.
Right. A pact. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to find an understanding. I'm all for obviously training and but I was hoping to find a way to maybe expedite some of this. But thank you for that.
You could speak to Feyorn about it. And wait, is Feyorn with us?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feyorn might be able to teach you how to utilize the natural magic around you. Rather than divine magic.
Is that something that you'd be up for, Feyorn? Or could do?
I think so. You just want to learn magic? Sorry, I stepped away for a second.
I want to grow stronger. I need to grow stronger. And the more that I think about it, the more that I think a pact with something otherworldly may be my best bet. Not to downplay the nature magics. Feyorn, you're obviously very crafty and strong in your own right. But I need something not of this earth, I think.
Just be careful.
I mean, you could study the stars, kind of like I do. It's not of this earth.
And what do the stars bring you?
Bit of wisdom, guidance sometimes, but I don't really know much. I'm just kind of getting started in it, so I haven't unlocked the full potential.
What level do you unlock the full potential?
I mean, how many dragons we gotta kill?
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ, man. How many milestones I got in this bag of holding? Fuck. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know any otherworldly gods to make a pact with, so maybe when the time comes, Feyorn, maybe you can show me the stars and how to read them and how they might be able to show me guidance.
Yeah, I can do that. We can sit out and look at the stars one night, just you and me.
It's a date.
That sounds
And then
lovely.
Milo will, or Cade rather, will do that thing where you bump the outside of your hand onto Feyorn's hand to see just how he takes it, to see if like he wants to hold my hand or not.
No.
No, I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you, Feyorn. I'm just messing with you.
I didn't really want to. I really didn't. Unless you want to.
Yeah, I'm just messing.
Yeah.
Just messing.
It's just a joke.
Nice.
It's like that thing they do in Letterkenny.
I don't know what that is.
Damn
I
it.
don't know that.
It's a Canadian thing. He's not Canadian.
Yeah.
Knuckles touch
Sorry about that.
Frank, I messaged you. I don't know if you saw that. Just
Man, everybody's messaging me today. Oh,
I'll just say it out
Damn, y'all
loud.
got secrets?
While we're in town, I just wanted to pick up a couple potions. I just wanted to prepare you. I don't know if Tanner does as well. He won't stop at a store. Just real quick.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway,
I would like to buy health potions.
that's what I said.
Oh,
Very good.
But you can go. Yeah.
also.
So we'll kind of
That's what I
expedite the if you guys know what you want, we'll expedite that process too.
Yeah.
So we'll so first you guys are headed to the friggin' to the person's house, the
quest.
family.
Yep.
Okay, very good. So you roll your way up to the kind of residential area. Oh, you're still in the Sea Grove. Why didn't anybody tell me? You're not even out here. So you roll your way up, and just so I know too, is it just the three of you?
Yes.
I'm with the
Okay,
Grix.
very good. Okay. So the three of you roll up to the residential area. You kind of scan your way through, and you see that there's nothing really, nothing with that name on it. You kind of work your way through. There's more houses on the southern side. And then you make your way all the way down to this kind of bottom right area here. And on this very kind of humble looking, medium, smaller size home, there is in fact the name on the door, the Hollow Downs. It looks pretty small for a place with a family that's going to be offering you 10,000 gold.
Shall we knock?
on the door.
Yeah.
There you go. So you guys go up, you knock on the door, and stepping out immediately, dressed in like a very plain white dress. There is a blonde half elf with these sharp blue eyes and a green necklace that just kind of clings to the neck and has a green jewel on it. Steps out and quietly closes the door. You're all here to retrieve my great-grandfather's bones, I take it?
Hi.
I honestly didn't suspect that we would be your choice, but I'm so grateful. We're all so grateful. He was lost a long time ago, and, well, we're just hoping that he can be retrieved. So, I guess there's not really going to be a contract. We'll be able to identify the bones when you bring them back. Rumor
How about-
has it, and it is really just stories, that he was pretty deep in the Dreadwood when he was lost.
How will we identify the bones?
He was lost? How do you know he's dead?
Well, that's what I meant. He was killed.
Oh, I apologize.
He was out. He was out just too far. He had a group with him, and some of them made it back, and some of them didn't. So, from what we know, he may have even been tortured. But you might find he went in with armor, and he had a sword with him, a long sword. So, if you find that with a pile of bones, that's a pretty good sign.
How tall was he?
Oh, about 6 feet from what I hear.
Okay.
He's not like a tiny 5'7" person or anything like that.
So he wasn't like 12 feet tall. That's good to know. Okay. How
So,
long ago did this happen? I know it's your great-great-grandfather, but...
Three greats. Maybe over 100 years, a couple hundred, somewhere in that range. The stories, they differ, but our best guess is about 150 years ago.
Right. Very odd question. Is there anyone from that group he was with that's still around?
No, they no elves, or at least none that survived.
All right. Do you guys have any other questions?
My dog threw up on the fucking floor at my feet, so I missed all of it.
You're probably going to want to clean that up before you go into the Dreadwood. It's going to be really stinky by the time.
I got all the notes. You don't have to worry.
Perfect. Yeah, let's find the bones. Buy the
Nice.
potions.
What was your grandfather's name?
Well, unfortunately, when he died, there was, and she kind of like looks a little bit nervous. She's kind of like shuffling her feet as she says this. There was a curse, not a terrible one, just a curse placed on his family. We don't know. And we'll never know. Maybe until his bones are found.
Is it a curse that you don't know his name?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
We're a bit
Seems like
a
a
bit slow.
Weird curse.
We thought so too. But that seems to be its only effect.
We'll do our best.
Well, just come back, and I know it doesn't look like we have the money, but we do.
Insight check.
Go ahead, roll it.
Damn.
A normal roll, not a disadvantage.
Fucking normal rolls. Let's go.
19. Okay. You're pretty confident. I mean, she doesn't look it, but there's something about the way she speaks that just screams money.
All right. May take us a couple days, but we'll do our best.
We have lots of time. We've been looking for a very long time.
All right. Good morning to you. We'll be back.
I hope so. I'll hopefully soon. And she just kind of walks in, closes the door. Oh. Now, as for your little potion run, I'll say that the effect of that story is still ringing high. And as you make your way through, Feyorn, can you just tell me maybe what kind of other potion you might be searching for?
Well, I said invisibility. I don't know. I don't know what other types of potions there are. You don't tell me anything. So.
And we don't want to metagame, so we
Water
don't Google
breathing,
anything.
water walking.
Yeah, something like that. That just, a random assortment that I might be able to afford.
Oh, you know what? Water breathing might be good because we might be going to the water plane, and I don't know how to
Yeah,
fly.
If they have water breathing, sure.
Okay.
I
We're
don't
going to
know.
roll.
A
If
feather fall. I don't know if that's
Just
a
anything.
Any magic scrolls?
Rock breaker potion.
Yeah, think of Baldur's Gate shit. Alchemist fire.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Poisons.
what you've got, so you have the option of, so there's 3 additional potions. There's a potion of etherealness. Which allows you to become temporarily, walk the ethereal plane. There's a potion of flying and a potion of climbing.
And how much are those?
So those are 40 each, but there's a 10% discount. So
36 each.
yeah, 36.
Frank, did you fucking roll at disadvantage for what potions we would find? We asked for water breathing. You gave us flying and climbing, man.
Yeah. What do you want me to do? I rolled
Roll at
on the-
advantage.
I rolled on the list.
And the potions of healing are...
So
How
they're
much?
typically 50.
Yeah.
That'd be 45.
So-
Yeah.
45?
How many healing potions are there?
I'll say that there's an abundance of them.
Okay.
Okay,
It's like a whole tray. Let's call it 12.
I'll grab 2 of those, and then I'll grab a potion of flying, and I guess I'll grab climbing as well.
Dude, you're balling out.
Where do you have this from?
We got 220 gold.
Feyorn doesn't spend money.
Where did all my money go?
Okay, so 90 for the health potions.
Rations.
You said 2 health potions, 90 for the health potions, and then
Climbing
72.
and flying, so in 72. Okay,
I'm only down
so
like 10 gold.
162.
and are you guys buying health potions as well?
I will be buying 4 health potions.
Holy, so 180?
180 gold.
All right, man's looking out. Okay, Peaches, you're broke.
I have 75 gold.
I have 30 left over as well.
I can get the potion of invisibility.
There was not a there was etherealness.
Oh, etherealness.
Etherealness.
Yes, sorry, etherealness. my bad.
Similar. Okay, perfect. So you guys scoop up a bunch of stuff. So 36.
And that was
You?
37.
Yeah. Okay, very good. That's got to be one of the coolest effects of like a, I don't know, of like a little scheme you guys put together. You get 10% off of your
Yeah.
nice little win there. Okay, so off you guys go.
It's a
So
rep.
you've got your
It's a rep.
stuff. If you're just heading back, feel free to do so,
Yep.
and we'll roll you guys out. Okay, perfect. So Grix and Wyatt, is there anything that you guys are doing in the meanwhile?
I got nothing.
Nothing.
How do I?
Okay. You have a staring contest, and then
We'll play a few games of rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. Okay. Off you go. So
I
you
can't
guys-
find potion of etherealness. Is it oil of etherealness?
there is an oil of etherealness, but it's basically, think of it like a potion of invisibility, but it just sends you onto the ethereal plane instead.
Yeah, but I can't find a potion of etherealness in the compendium.
I know. It's not there.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to make it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, you guys head back. You're in the grove. Your cart's waiting for you. You feel free to jump on if there's nothing else you need to do, and I will take you over there. Otherwise, do what you need to do.
I'll jump back on.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you guys drive your way out to the Dreadwood, and you find yourselves It takes about an hour, just like before. Or actually, sorry, no, it's multiple hours. This drive.
Half day journey. You said.
Yeah, half.
I don't know if that
half
was
the
walking
journey.
or not.
Yeah,
Half day journey to walk. I'll say from kind of where you guys are at right now, we're gonna call it a 3-hour ride. So you guys are
3-hour tour.
whooshed over there.
Every cart or person that we drive by, Milo is hanging out the side and banging on the side of it, saying "Vegas, baby!"
A goblin just comes up and like throws a spear at you. Shut up! All right. Okay, let me get you the friggin' map. Where the heck is this thing? There we go. Don't worry, I'm gonna remove some of these tokens that are here. These bodies aren't still here.
What the hell?
Don't worry.
Aren't they, though?
Been cleaned up. Okay, so you find yourselves on the outskirts, and you look into the woods, and you see, of course, that glowing little trail that leads inside.
All right. I need all of you to turn off your instincts. As weird as that sounds, you can't know where you are to try and find this place.
Should we be walking together or separate?
I think it's fine to walk together. I really don't know. If we do get separated and you are able to find the glade, just stay there, I guess, and wait for everybody else. I'm hoping that the rest of us will be able to, if we get separated, but absolutely no breadcrumbs, anything like that. We should even not pay attention to our own footprints.
Should we go in blindfolded?
Yeah, can we hold hands and just walk?
That might be a little bit more dangerous considering we want people to see where we're walking and might trip on things, but I mean, that's not a terrible idea, but we can just try and, I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. Just get in there, turn in a bunch of circles, and then walk.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
I've been thinking about one of the I don't know, quests, jobs that was on that list. 3 rare pieces of wood and a stake that's killed a vampire. A wood struck by lightning and a branch that a murderer was hanged on. I don't know if we'll come across these things, but if we do, maybe we scoop them up, throw them in the bag of holding. I have stakes. Should we come across a vampire?
We've
There's
already come across a vampire. It could work.
But how strong is the Oracle after we've given him our blood?
No idea.
That's definitely something to revisit, though, for sure.
Well, how would you get a branch from a murderer hanging from a tree?
That feels like a riddle that I should know the answer to,
You know,
but I don't.
I don't think Saltmarsh has a death row.
No, it's a death tree.
I don't think they have that either, Feyorn.
Do they not? Phrank, weren't they gonna kill? They were gonna execute Eleander, or they were gonna execute somebody, weren't they?
They have a gallows. Yes, they do.
That's not a tree.
But maybe this murderer sought out his own justice. If that's not a punishment that Saltmarsh would put on somebody, maybe he couldn't stand to live with what he had done and taken matters into his own hands.
I think it doesn't have to be as literal as that. It could just be a murderer has been sentenced to death, hanged from a tree. After he's dead, we take the branch.
Yeah, if that exists, yes. that,
I think it could be any tree.
yeah.
I will say, I'm pretty sure that these pieces of wood that they're looking for are components because I have a spell that uses a twig from a tree struck by lightning.
Interesting. So
I don't use that because I don't need the material components if I have my focus. But it's something that if I don't have a focus, I can use that in place of.
So maybe something to keep in mind if we come across these pieces, maybe we don't just hand them over freely.
Possibly.
Frank, do we see that guy in the tree? In the bottom left corner?
Oh,
What? Okay.
that was the guy that I tried to save. He was tied to the tree.
Oh, well,
Hung?
just
Oh, no.
Walks through the
This
forest.
was, you guys weren't there for that fight.
yeah, they weren't there. Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that sesh.
No, he was one of the guards and I tried to save him. He was like tied up to the tree.
Would we know if we could fit 20 bodies in a bag of holding?
Probably not. Like you'd be pushing it. Depends on
How
the size of the bodies?
how far did the cart follow us in? Is the cart here still with us?
It's basically where you're standing right now, right up to the brim.
Okay. Well, if I'm trying to make the money, especially if we need the money to pilot our ship, right? To have the crew, we need the funds. And so if we can clear out a kilometer of this Dreadwood once we get there, let's see what we can do. And maybe we can stack the bodies in the cart and bring them back to the guard.
Could they fit in Wyatt's ring?
Could they fit in Wyatt's ring?
I don't think he'd like that very much.
Fuck him.
And no, it doesn't work that way.
Very well. Let's do what we can.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's just walk in there and see what happens.
That.
Okay. Okay. So off you go. So you start kind of wading your way through the trees, and as you make your way deeper into the tree line to the point where the trees kind of black out any incoming sunlight, or the vast majority of it anyways, you can see about 100 feet in front of you some of the luminescent growth on this kind of makeshift path. So kind of make your way in. Also, you can make your way right up to it. What are you doing?
If everyone's following me, I'm going to walk in up to where I saw that skeleton. Just like,
Oh, you're going to go all the way in?
oh yeah, I'm walking in the woods.
So you're going to follow the path all the way to the skeleton?
As kind of close as I can get.
Okay, it was a
And
bit of
then-
a walk. Like I think it was about a half an hour walk in.
Oh, okay. Then I won't do that.
What would that be, our 1 kilometer? 20 minutes a mile to walk a mile. 1 kilometer is not even a mile.
Well, I just want to make sure, like, where you guys are going before you do this.
I am
Okay.
not going to do that then. I'm
Okay.
going to walk us in about 15 minutes.
Okay, following the path?
Just, yep. And then
Okay.
I'm going to stop. And I'm going to start spinning in circles.
Okay.
Just in this on spot.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d4 for me. Now, what I will tell you all, by the way, as you've kind of made your walk in, there's a pair of ravens that, as you carry on with your walk, basically as soon as you entered, it seems as though they're following you in. They just kind of jump from tree to tree, mostly staying behind you a little bit, but it becomes pretty obvious after about 5 minutes of walking, some of the noises that they're making, the branches that are cracking under their weight. Okay, so a 3. Okay. So you spin around, and you're basically almost pointed exactly, it seems, like the direction you came from. A little bit off.
Son of a bitch.
Do you go?
Yes.
Okay. And as you do,
Go with it.
because you're turning around, you kind of walk underneath these 2 ravens. The woods themselves have kind of overwhelmed any real trickling in of sunlight. So for those of you who do not have dark vision, you're going to need some sort of source of light.
Torch.
Torch up.
I will mark it off.
No. I cast light on my stuff.
Okay. There you go. Are you still going to torch?
I'm not going to torch if we have light.
So you...
Just kidding.
Carry on.
Cade pulls out a little bit of long leaf and he sparks up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Old Toby.
Hey, Feyorn, what kind of alchemical, something?
Oh, it's the good shit.
Oh, we left the mushrooms
good
back
shit.
at the
Yeah, no shit.
Okay, so you start kind of walking in this just vague direction, and eventually you're trying to keep a straight path. Eventually you realize, like, you're straying away from this luminescence, and you just keep going. After about, I'm going to say about 30 minutes of hauling through woods, it's pretty clear that you're not really seeing any of the things that you saw before on your way in. You can't see any luminescence anywhere. I need a perception check from the group.
We've made you laugh a lot this session. Do we get advantage?
No,
Fuck.
But we do all have inspiration.
you do.
Actually, I don't know if Grix does.
Oh, that's a good point.
I would not. If you guys got it last session, I would not have it.
Yeah, you don't have it. It's
Rolled a
okay.
5.
It's okay. I still rolled the highest.
Okay, Grix. So you hear a little something as you're just kind of trudging through.
Yep.
You hear the voice of a young girl somewhere in the distance. Hey, help, help.
That's a skinwalker.
I can't
Nobody
see.
whistle.
You guys hear that? Hear that girl? Someone's calling out for help.
No?
Do we hear that now?
I will
Don't hear
face
anything.
the direction that I hear her voice from. It's coming from this direction. I think we...
Holy fuck.
I heard that, yeah.
Heard that. Yeah.
I heard. He's
That
really.
scared the shit out of me.
sounds like somebody needs help. I think we should go.
Gianna's laugh. That's what you hear in the woods.
The caption when your wife doesn't know she's playing D&D, but she's playing D&D.
It's off to the right. So it's off to your right in your little your kind of pack here.
Why would the little girl be in the woods?
I mean,
Actually, I don't know if you said a little girl.
I just said there's somebody calling out for help.
Right, okay. What, I mean, we could try to help them.
We're in the Dreadwood, right? This is a very dangerous place. We know it's dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah, if since it's such a dangerous place, we should go. If someone is calling up for help, we should help them.
And if it's a trap, that's one corpse.
Yeah. Okay. I will close my eyes, hand to my chest, open my eyes. divine sense
Mm.
as we were moving along. So 60 feet, celestial fiend or undead, unless they're behind total cover.
Look at his face. Look at his face. He's so mad you just did that.
Celestial, fiend, or undead?
Or undead. And if this campaign doesn't have fucking celestials, fiends, or undeads, then my divine sense better be fucking fish folk. It better be fucking alligator creatures, and something else.
Would I give off an aura?
Oh shit. She do be celestial.
I'm just really sorry. I am actually looking up a clarification. Just one sec.
You stumped him.
I told you he's mad.
Stumped him in the Dreadwood.
Is a lot of leaves total cover? Is a lot of leaves total cover? My players are trying to do something cool.
Whoa, dude.
What?
Just one sec.
You can just send the stat block in the Discord if you want.
And how far does it reach?
60 feet.
60 feet. Does it linger?
It
I
says
think it's 10 minutes.
I don't see a time on it. It's casting time's 1 action. Duration just says instant.
Okay.
As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Okay, hold on. But it says a strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, or powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ear. So do I smell this stank bitch?
In the direction that Grix seems to be heading, you get a very odd smell that lingers in your nose, like vinegar on a rotten food. And you sense a fiend and 2 undead. And as it kind of lingers for a second, the smell is overwhelming. You get a sense that this is a powerful force.
So I'll stop Grix and kind of like covering my nose. Whatever it is, it's not good. And it is strong. If we want to keep going, we'll need to be careful.
If it's evil, then we should kill it. No?
But it's strong, he said.
It's strong. Multiple.
Too
So are
strong.
we.
I don't doubt you.
Help.
But what if there's somebody actually calling for help and that's what's guarding them? Or that's what's, keeping them? I still hear
The
the call
raven's
for
still
help.
following us?
There's 3 of them. They won't leave me.
Are the
She's saying
ravens
there's
still
3 of them.
following us?
They are.
She might be being held captive.
It's a fiend. Does anybody here know anything about fiends?
No?
Except I'm fiending to kill him.
Heard that. All right. Well,
Ravens can talk, can't they?
in Demon Slayer they can. South, southeast! South, southeast!
Maybe it's the ravens. That could be 2 of them.
But I'm not hearing it above me. I'm hearing it in this
Wait,
direction.
then
how many ravens
maybe
are there?
Yeah, am I smelling that stank from the ravens?
No.
Oh.
Whatever it is, it's not the ravens that I'm smelling. I don't think they're any good, however.
I think we should just continue on.
What if somebody's in need of help? They're
Please.
just being held captive.
Please.
I mean, above table, How could we know? If we don't know, we don't know.
True.
Grix is right. Somebody could be in danger. Just know that we will also be in danger once we find them.
Well, there's 5 of us.
I mean, we didn't save the bear when we had the opportunity to.
Well, that's a little different, Feyorn.
Is it?
Saying that to a druid.
We didn't have the resources to save the bear. I do believe we have the resources to save whatever this is.
The longer we stand here and talk about what to do as well, it gets an advantage on us.
Then let's go. I'll tell you when we're getting close. And I'm just gonna continue smelling that shit.
I will keep leading the way.
Maybe we should send this. Oh no, we shouldn't split up.
Okay.
Tanner, use the smell that you smell is the vomit at your feet.
Yeah, no shit.
That's the foul order. That's
It's like when you're hacking, get out, dude. Run down the stairs and
They
go
freeze. They
outside.
freeze.
Yeah, just fucking stop.
Yeah.
Okay. So you take a few steps in the direction that you hear this thing, or that Grix hears something screaming. And in that direction, there is, you kind of step up and the light spell sheds light forward on this kind of large, almost like a bush wall. And it's shaking. And as you approach, you can hear even more clearly now. It seems like the screaming, now all of you can hear it, is just coming from on the other side of this bush. And the bush is like very lightly just like shaking. It's the only thing you've even seen move really since you've been in here, other than those ravens.
Can I smell that stank coming from the bush?
Uh,
I'll use another divine sense if I have
Stanky
to.
bush.
certainly getting
Oh
stronger.
fuck! I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. That's the one time I didn't mean that.
And as you kind of linger on the other side of this bush, like trying to figure out what's going on,
Oh no.
the bush kind of like starts cracking, like the branches are cracking, and it starts shaking pretty violently, and then bursting through the bush very low to the ground. You see this small black-haired girl wearing like almost like a jean overalls and this kind of tattered, dirty yellow shirt. She looks like she could be probably 6. And she's got a cut on her head, and it's dripping blood down her face. Please, help me get out of here.
But is she stinky?
Well, I don't think it lingers this long, if we read that right.
I don't know.
Hits you.
Yeah, I don't know how long.
I think it's instant.
For just a moment. Okay, so let's do this. Would we have walked far enough? I have 4 uses of it.
Mhm.
Would I have expended if we were walking, checking, walking, checking, walking, checking? Would I be tapped at this point?
How many feet in between each check would you have done that?
I don't know. I mean, how many feet? How far did this stink smell? You know?
It wasn't very far. It was like that bush was maybe 50 feet away from you.
So would you been able to pinpoint the direction 50,
Yeah.
50 feet away with one?
I would say that if it was 50 feet away, so original stank check, then walk for a little bit, stank check, then get up on the bush, stank check.
Okay, so you got one more?
Yeah.
Are you using
Can I
it?
stank check?
For sure. So you stank check, and this little girl smells
Roll
Like-
for stank.
like brimstone. And-
From Valorant? Molly.
How'd you know my name? She smells like brimstone. You're looking at a little girl that, for some reason, is a fiend. On the other side of the bush, it seems like still resides 2 undead. All of which seem extremely powerful.
If Grix was leading the charge because he was hearing it, I would once more stop Grix and just say, we should leave. Whatever it is, that's it. We should leave.
She holds out her hand.
She's asking for help.
She is a fiend. We should leave.
If she's a fiend, shouldn't we deal with her then?
I don't know if we've got, again, once more, the resources or the power to do this. And whatever she's got behind her feels just as strong.
We are outnumbered and underpowered for this.
Turn back towards the little girl.
No. No.
Grix, I know you want to, buddy.
Shake my head. And tell her we can't help her.
Oh, I thought you said I run back. Oh my god.
I turn back and look at the little girl and tell her that we cannot help her.
Please, I have to go home.
I will slowly start to back away.
We should go. We should go.
Yeah. Trust your judgment on this one, Milo. Or
Cade.
should I? Cade.
Just another white guy name.
She just kind of like looks around, very scared. Why? Why are you leaving?
We have somewhere to go.
Please. And she just runs up to you again and just like holds out her hand.
No. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm turning. At this point,
Everyone
I'm turning away from her.
turn and
Turn my
haul
back
ass.
towards-
Disintegrate!
Hope
You
you're
better
ready,
get that
Milo.
spell by the end of this.
Cade.
I hope I'd get disintegrate at some point. I don't think I can, but I hope I do.
Don't say
I need so Grix, as you kind of like, she just stops calling out, and whoever, if you turn back and look, she's just gone. Grix, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
That's not a problem. I can easily do that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you fucking can.
Yeah, I can. That's a
No.
10.
Can I give it my inspiration?
You can.
Well, wait. What do you know this is happening in theory?
No,
Well,
but is
it- it's
inspirate? Does
It
the
doesn't
game know that
matter?
dice?
Okay.
Yeah, inspiration's above table.
Okay, it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
before I hear the results of said roll, and before anything gets decided, I'm going to use my
Oh, wait.
chaos
Okay, cool.
to gain advantage on a saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, get fucked, buddy. Get fucked.
Wow.
Okay.
He said it was strong.
Shut up, teacher's pet. Shut up, teacher's pet.
I mean, it doesn't help me. Okay. So we're leaving it at that.
Oh no.
So
Are
Grix,
we?
You okay?
So Grix, you kind of as you're like walking along, you just see this like
He's fucking dying.
Oh no.
Bro, it looks like Bart Simpson getting
good.
choked, bro. Okay.
oh shit, I didn't have the cameras up. You kind of your vision just like flashes, and it's like everything changes to this like smoky white picture, and everybody around you just vanishes. And you see the trees as like almost like it was like drawn by pencil. Like you've never really seen anything like this before.
Like graphite, yep.
Just flashes, bang, and then you're back. And then you swear you feel this long nail just get dragged from the top of your head to the top of your spine.
Do I get the shivers?
And it does. It just sends like a quick chill down your spine. And nothing else happens. You're good.
That's a good call, Milo.
Yeah.
Let's put as much distance between here and with us and here as possible.
Let's move. Peaches?
Yep. I'm gonna lead the way, and instead of going like straight back to where we were, I'm just gonna kind of like cut and go a random direction.
Okay. All right. So you guys just carry on. So is the plan then to just keep walking?
Keep on keeping on.
I want to be looking for the phosphorescence.
Okay.
Just in whatever aimless ways that I walk.
Okay.
At some point, I want to stop and just kind of take stock of my surroundings and really, truly feel that lost feeling of, oh God, I don't know where I am. And just like let it kind of overtake me a bit.
Okay. Okay. You make your way forward. It is a long trek. You carry on through these woods for some unknown amount of time, to the point where your feet are all hurting, your legs hurt. You've been stumbling through this place, and it's almost impossible to see. It is cold. It is extremely dark. And despite being together, you all get this haunting, lonely feeling as you move through. Even the ravens that are still following you have become silent. No noise. The branches they land on don't creak or crack. And you go on for probably hours. And at some point in the distance, you see a fairly bright shimmering of this luminescence of different colors. As you approach, Peaches, you find a fairly familiar looking pathway.
Cowabunga, dudes.
No, a familiar pathway is not what we need. Oh, wait, maybe it is. Okay.
Are we getting close?
All right. Let's try. I can't move while I'm using my push to talk hub.
Oh, it's okay. I'll move you.
All right.
Okay. So you start making your way down. And this kind of sense of familiarity, like you get a little bit scared. Am I not lost enough? You know, the sense of feeling nice. That's actually so funny. Oh wait, I'm gonna let and Milo, or sorry, Wyatt comes just hoofing it past you, stopping at these weird angles. All right. So you guys make your way down, and at this point, Peaches, the only thing that seems a little bit different is just across over here, as I'm pinging, there is a corpse of an animal. It looks like it's probably a small deer. At which point, when you see it, the two ravens come flying down, and they just start eating from the corpse. They just pluck out the meat.
Does everybody see that?
Yep. Two
Can
things
I-
happen here.
Can
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
try to?
You go. No, you go ahead.
Can I try to catch the raven?
Sure.
I want to like sneak up behind it and try to like.
Sure. Give me a dex check.
At advantage because they're distracted by the deer, right?
No, I used my inspiration 10, but it didn't.
It didn't work.
Damn.
Didn't get higher. Okay, you were looking at on that roll contested 14. So the two ravens both just kind of like shoot up and they fly up just to a branch just above the carcass, and they kind of are clearly just like waiting for you to walk away from it. But at this point, I'll say that now, as they're up there on the tree, two things happen. So first, you hear from the north of you, where this big old skeleton is, you just hear the kind of groaning, "Ugh. Oh, you again.
Me
Back so
again.
soon.
I didn't expect to end up in this spot again.
Well, why not? It's where you were last time. And I didn't let you in last time. So this is kind of where you wanted to get to, right?
Oh. Yeah.
So, I mean, do you think you were lost enough?
I believe so. Yes.
I don't know. I'm just kidding. I think you were
I have
too.
no clue how I got here.
He slams his hands on the ground and he just goes, "Yeah, you're good." And he slams his hands on the ground, like steps away from the fairy circle, slams his hand on the ground, and this shimmering, clear, almost mirror-like portal forms in the center of the mushrooms. All the while, by the way, I have to say that something else is happening. Cade, the ravens start talking to you telepathically. And the voice that you hear is a very controlled, very calm, almost overwhelmingly calm and confident female-sounding voice. I heard that you were interested in gaining some power.
Wait.
I'll kind of step over to Grix. Are you hearing that?
Do not alarm anyone.
I just want to say that upon failure of catching one, I was gonna Eldritch Blast the bird on the branch. Like, I do want to make that clear.
Okay. Let's take pause then. Go ahead. Did
you guys know that ravens die after having sex?
I didn't know that, really.
Oh, well, at least the one that I fucked did.
Yeah. I know.
Wow.
Nice. That was a really good joke.
11 to hit.
Jesus.
Just like
11?
the one Simo's
Okay.
about to.
You genuinely miss the fucking raven. You're having a bad day. It is not a high armor class. So as you blast,
out of inspo. You're out of inspo.
I used it for the dex check.
and you.
I'll give you my.
I don't think you can use it on.
Can you? Okay. Yeah.
I don't think you can on attack rolls.
I don't know how that shit works, bro.
I don't think so.
Hold on, just like luck.
You can expend it on an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check.
Okay, go ahead. You can.
Yeah, I'll give you my inspiration if you want to shoot the raven.
Roll it.
Wow.
It's even worse. The rolls are not good today.
Okay, so he like fires it out. It just goes whiffing by, and the ravens just kind of like scatter on up the tree, and they get kind of in behind a couple of branches. And I'll say at that point they start having this conversation. So we'll skip forward a little bit, but they kind of like get out of sight even, and they just like peek their heads over, and that's how they kind of go forward with this conversation. So the next thing that they say is, "Do not alarm your group. I'm here to give you what you wanted."
Kate, I don't hear nothing.
It must be the forest playing tricks again. And can I speak to them?
I'll I'll say if you kind of linger long enough, they would let you know that you can speak telepathically.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't know how long this is taking place with this portal opening, the ravens here. Milo, Cade, I mean, I can't even not do it. Will be relatively dismissive at first, just thinking it's the forest playing tricks again. So if at this point Peaches jumps in and we're all jumping in, then he would just follow.
Okay.
I wouldn't just immediately jump. I just want to put that out there that I would
Okay.
make sure everybody was on the same page.
I would keep shooting the birds.
God.
Okay, I'm gonna just say, for fuck's sakes, they've gone like up and like they're landing on a branch, barely peeking their heads out. Like they're not like out in the open for you. They're probably like 50 feet up in this tree and on top of like a thick branch. You can continue to fire, but I'm giving them full cover.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast has 120 feet range.
Okay, go ahead, roll the hit.
Damn.
Leave them alone. They're not going to be a problem in a minute.
13.
13, it does not hit.
Okay.
What?
I take full
You're
offense
just gonna
to
keep
this.
ripping on these things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wyatt.
How's about this?
What?
Give me two more rolls.
Oh, that's right. They have full cover now. That's right.
16. Ooh, 22.
22. Okay. So on the 22, I'll say that you just see this puff of feathers go out. And when that happens, and there's no screech or nothing like that, just like the puff of feathers goes out, and then like a half a second later, just the body falls to the ground.
Oh.
Milo, you'll hear in your head, make him stop. If you want the power to save your friend, you'll make him stop.
Hey, Wyatt, let's leave the birds alone. Let's not attract any of whatever else there is out here.
I don't trust them, Cade. These birds. McCade.
My Kate. No, my Wyatt. I understand that you don't trust him. My Wyatt, everything in here is.
There's birds that have been following us all over Saltmarsh. And I think these could be the same birds, so I don't want to deal with them anymore.
Those aren't the same birds. Those were pigeons in the town.
Wait, there's another bird that's been following you ever since you started this thing. Why don't you Eldritch Blast that bird?
Wyatt,
Now I
Guess I'll
will.
just blast you back.
Wyatt's in that birds aren't real group.
Yeah, no, the birds work for the bourgeoisie, bro. Fuck.
He's just not saying anything. He's just Eldritch blasting freaking crows in the trees while we're all just chilling.
This is now canon. Wyatt hates birds.
I take full offense to this conversation
It's so funny.
and to your actions.
I was gonna like say something that's fair because he's just shooting at birds without saying anything. It's like, Wyatt, what are you doing?
Using inspiration to fucking hit
Bro, I'm trying to help my homies.
Wyatt, could you please stop doing that for a second? Oh, that's so funny. All right, sorry, carry on.
So
Why?
are you gonna keep?
We have found the glade. Please stop shooting birds.
That's a you problem. I'm not here for no glade. I'm here to
Agreed to come with
stop
me.
the evil that is these birds. These birds are
They're
heathens.
just birds.
They're not birds. They're following us.
So I'm following you too.
Yeah, but
Oh, but what?
I'm following you. You're not following me. But these birds are following us.
What is wrong with your friend?
So at this point, would I know that I can speak telepathically?
I'm getting another Eldritch Blast ready.
Telepathically, I will say to the birds,
It's just a bird now.
to the bird. That's right. I will say to the bird, our track record with birds is not a good one. I suggest you leave. Should you not want to end up like your friend, my Wyatt here is, somewhat of a dead eye.
Oh, fuck. Well,
Eldritch Blast.
then it's roll the hit.
Oh god. 19.
Stupid shit.
19.
Oh my god. So, Gabe, you just hear. So it seems.
Oh, I feel much better. Let's go to this glade.
I think you need to
voice.
hit the training a little bit. You've been you missed a few of your shots there.
I was warming up.
Jesus Christ.
Frank was like, I had this whole plot line planned out, and I just fucking killed 2 NPCs.
Okay. So the fucking portal is the only thing left of interest in this fucking area. Other than the deer corpse.
Oh god.
Yeah, wait, does those count as corpses? For the 20 corpses?
Stop.
Oh,
You can
my goodness.
try to find out.
Ah,
Jesus Christ. So there's
now the
the
Raven Queen is
stupidest
going to be
thing.
mad at you, Simo.
I've ever experienced in D&D.
that was so fucking.
The Raven Queen. You know, remember?
I'll be
Yeah.
fine, Feyorn. I'm not
You're
worried.
fucked.
I was protecting our
Put the Lady of Death after you now.
group. Y'all should thank me.
Birds! You didn't even have to roll damage. They just died.
They were harboring secrets of the enemy.
The birds work for the bourgeoisie.
What I'm afraid of is what would have happened if he caught one? Like, just hold it in his hands and Eldritch Blast it into the fucking blast.
If I caught one, I was gonna interrogate it.
Interrogate.
Where did you come from?
Okay,
Oh, boy.
let's deal with this fucking portal here, guys. Let's
Okay.
get our hands
Yeah.
on it.
God.
That was
So
good.
funny.
Okay, so again, nice mirrored, kind of. It looks like it's like a flowing water, but it's just reflecting everything back, which isn't much because it's pretty dark. But the luminescence around it is making this very interesting kind of wavy effect. So, the skeleton just kind of. Well, on you go. I didn't think I'd be seeing you again quite so soon, but it is what it is, you know? Live and let live. All right? I'm not going to have to guard this place anymore. Thank goodness for that.
You were waiting for me?
Well, no, I'm waiting for really anybody, but now it's going to move. And somebody else gets to take care of it.
Well, thank you.
Is it always a skeleton?
That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe I was not always a skeleton. Maybe I died watching this thing. And maybe I'll find out after. Oh.
Did
Hey,
you by any
anyways.
chance have a longsword?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Probably not.
All right. Everyone ready?
Real quick, what was your name?
Oh, shoot. I mean, I've been thinking about that. I wouldn't mind going by Steve.
That's a shit name.
Don't be rude.
Well, what's your name?
My name's also a shit name.
Brothers. And he like goes out to dab you up, but his hand is like 2 feet long.
Yeah, I'll give him some. Brothers, we're the shit name brothers.
Is his bone structure like similar to like a giant, or is he just a tall human? I know that sounds like a dumb question, but is he a giant? Is he a fur blob?
Is he a human or a
Bold.
giant human? Is what you're asking me?
Is he a giant? Is his
pretty
race
big.
human, or is he a giant?
You know what? Give me a nature check.
Wow.
Is he a Goliath who worships, some bloody
Dude, he seems
peeps?
he sounds way too chipper to be worshiping that kind of guy.
Nice.
22.
Damn.
Wow.
You're feeling very natural.
It's a giant. You examine the bone structure and you just go.
Oh, he's gonna start talking to him in
Yeah.
giant now. We're not gonna know what he's saying.
I would like to say nice to meet you in giant.
And he just kind of like looks around.
My name's Feyorn.
How did I know that? And he starts speaking in giant. What am I saying right now?
Oh no, we're giving him an existential crisis. Let's get through the portal.
Nice to meet you too. Dude. This is a wild day.
I wish you luck in all your future endeavors.
You too. Have fun in there. If I'm still here,
Oh.
let me know what's in there.
How do we get back?
Shoot if I know.
Great. Let's go, guys.
Great. Let's go.
Let's go, girls. Bing, bing.
So you're gonna
Sorry.
jump into this thing?
Yes.
Alright. Holy cannoli. Where is everybody's tokens? Didn't realize I didn't have them. Okay. So in you jump.
Now, when we go through the portal, Frank, do we fall? Like how do we go through this portal?
It's like Minecraft, man.
So like portal, where we come out of a portal, out of a wall.
So this is what happens. You step through, like you just kind of like put your foot onto it, and it's this like strange sensation where it feels like your foot is clearly on the ground, but it's also like the ground is just angled out away from you, like downwards. And as you step onto that foot, it's like gravity just transitions you to standing up straight, even though you're horizontal. And then you walk forward, and what you find is there is a portal left behind you, similar portal, but you've stepped up into this beautiful but dark glade that is glimmering with these large luminescent mushrooms. In the distance, you can see that there is a like a golden glow beaming through all these like blue and greens, that's just kind of like warmly beckoning you towards it. Everything else is just kind of walled off by these thick trunked trees that seem to butt up against each other all the way around this open area.
I think this is it.
The glade?
I'm gonna start walking forward. Just kind of like soaking everything in.
So you take your steps forward, and there's almost like a warmth, like an actual physical warm feeling being radiated towards you from this from this golden glow coming from this particular mushroom that seems to be just in the center of this small pool.
I'm gonna walk up to the edge of the pool. I'm gonna look into the pool and just kind of sit and let the warmth wash over me for a second.
It's like you're sunbathing at this point. Not uncomfortable, but just a little bit hot, but relaxing.
I'm gonna stick a foot in, see how the water feels.
And it's got almost like a thick consistency to it. And you kind of dip your foot in, and it's warm, it's inviting. And if you like pull your foot out a little bit, any of the like misshapenness to like whatever nails you might have, any little cuts or dings just are washed away.
This is it, guys. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna be here for the night, I guess, so I'm gonna try and see if we can find a little spot to set up kind of like a little camp sort of thing, and then find another spot to set up like a little spot for me to just sit and pray for a little bit.
What is this, Franklin?
Stone carved to look like a vertebrae.
Interesting.
Is this an actual skeleton right here? That on the side?
Where are you?
Oh shit! Yeah, down here.
Yeah, so all of these kind of like remnants and artifacts and things like that you're coming across, like these bones, as you kind of go up to them and examine them, it seems as though they're all stone. Everything is made from stone. And they are kind of planted into whatever surface they're on. So for example, this skeleton near you here, it's almost like the skeleton was carved out of the stone that it rests on. If it's laying on grass, any of these other ones, they're like planted into the dirt.
Did that skeleton have a long sword?
The what?
Did the skeleton have a long sword?
It did not.
Okay.
As we're kind of just walking around, if there's anything, like any plants or anything that I don't know, I'm just gonna pick them up and put them in my pocket to examine later.
Okay. So there's certainly a couple of things. The two that stand out to you is, I mean, these bioluminescent mushrooms are very interesting. You've seen them before, but these ones seem to glow quite bright. And then there's a few little plants, almost like reeds, that are growing out of that water.
Okay. I'll pick up a little handful of both.
Okay.
If there's any small glowing mushrooms, I'll take those.
Okay. Yeah, there's a few. I'll say you can find like 3 of them that are carryable.
Okay.
Okay.
What's Wyatt doing? Are you trying to be secluded or anything?
Looking for fucking ravens, dude.
Looking for birds.
I noticed Peaches put her like foot in the water or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Probably. Okay, we're back, I guess.
That's a hell of a cliffhanger. I guess we're just gonna end it there, huh?
Yeah,
Wyatt goes to stick his foot in and stream goes out.
Yeah. I'm just like, Wyatt's just curious. He's gonna put his hand in it to see what happens.
Okay. So you dip your hand in, and again, it's very warm, very inviting. This thick consistency, and you pull your hand out, and if there was any like little nick or ding, or you like had a bad habit of biting your
Calluses,
nails,
man.
it smooths out, and it looks perfectly healed.
My for lack of a better term, skin doesn't wash off.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
No, it does not.
Peaches, is
Yeah?
this a sacred area? Or is this like, can I bathe in this? pool?
well, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure that Duldrin did bathe in it. I think it's known to have healing properties. I think that's kind of what it's meant for. I really don't know. I don't know anything about this place other than what was told to me and written in the journal.
Well, I'll be the first to find out, and I will derobe.
You'll do what?
Not all the way. I will leave my I guess my
Your
skivvies
chonies.
on.
Yeah, your
My
chonies.
skivvies, and I will I'll just jump in.
Okay. So you jump in. Grix, this is what's gonna happen here, buddy.
Oh fuck!
Oh no!
You start you feel amazing as soon as you hit the
Fuck yes, dude.
it's a little bit strange, just kind of wading around. It almost feels like you're moving through like jello, but it's
Nice.
still very warm and relaxing.
So it feels like someone peed in the pool.
I guess all over.
Don't do that. It leaves a blue streak. I've heard that it leaves a blue.
So, the other thing that happens is
Oh no!
you start slowly. It's like these memories of these like brutal things that were done to you when you were younger and in your camp and in your tribe. In that last moment, all that hatred that you were feeling and that you kind of held on to just washes away. It like flashes through your mind, and you just come to peace with it. And it's almost like it doesn't wash away the meaning to what you were doing, what you were planning. It just kind of gives you more clarity. It's almost like, okay, now I truly understand why I have to do what I set out to do.
Yep.
And so you kind of get this like reinvigoration of what you were doing. And then you start puking.
No!
And
Not in the pool, dude.
and you feel a little prick in your ear.
Get out of my ear, guys. Fuck.
and you as you're like kind of puking, you feel this like prick in your ear, and then you feel something like just like rolling around in your ear. It's just like tickling, but you're still puking. And you're puking up nothing but black water for about 20 seconds.
Oh my
As
god!
you're hurling this stuff out. Near the end, it's just like stomach bile, and then you start dry heaving and just like little bits, like just saliva, like nothing else is coming out.
Oh.
And as the black water hits this little pool, it just, as it touches the surface, it just kind of steams up and evaporates.
Wow.
That's it. You're just left with this like tickle in your ear.
Can I like? Well, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna go to the shore, and
Mhm.
obviously, like I'm like on picturing myself like on like my hands and knees like on the shore, like doing like the dry heaving motions, I guess still. And I'm gonna. Can I try to like? Yeah, yeah, basically. Yeah, basically.
Bro,
just-
like a cat.
Yeah, bro.
Can I like try to dig in my ear to see what like what might have been
Sure.
like bite
You,
me or?
you just like kind of stick your finger in and you pull out
Frank?
it's like a little stone that's got a hook. It's got like two hooks and there's a tiny little prick of blood on the ends of the 2 points, but it's pretty small. It's pretty small. It's like a small pebble.
Can I?
Are you okay?
I feel a lot better. Like a big weight's been lifted off my chest. And as you just saw, there was obviously some black water left in me, but looks like it's gone now. Thankfully. But there's this little prick. I'm gonna call it Phrank. That was in my ear. You ever heard anything like this before? And is it moving at all? Like, does it look like maybe it's like a piece of like a small little crab, or it's just a rock with pincers?
Yeah, it's just a rock with pincers.
Did you say there's a drop of blood holding?
It's a little prick of blood on both ends of the like points. By the way, one thing I totally forgot to mention that was like pretty key to all this too. All of the like scars and wounds that you had just heal away.
Wow.
Including tattoos?
No.
Okay. Not that I've significant tattoos, I was just more curious than anything else. Peaches, you ever see anything like this before?
Have I?
Give me a... Oh, shoot. What do I want to do? Just give me a straight intelligence check. Let's just start there.
Can I roll for that as well?
Sure.
Yeah, I guess I'll show it to the whole group and just...
Sure.
What the fuck is this?
That's a -1.
Damn, that's heat. Intelligence check?
Intelligence.
That's what he said.
9.
9.
Can I get a 21, sir?
21.
What is a 21?
Okay. So on a 21, nobody else has seen anything really like this. On a 21...
I guess I should have asked if I've ever seen anything.
Well, roll it. Roll it. Anyone was allowed to roll there. You're all looking at it.
I'll take a 15.
Not bad.
So I don't know. Okay.
So on the 21, you're kind of examining this thing. Everybody's just like, what the hell is this? It's just like a weirdly shaped rock. You get the sense, Wyatt, that this thing could be magical. So I'm going to follow up with an Arcana check with advantage.
Hey, no more Blackwater, baby.
15.
Let's go.
15. You kind of start going through your head like any of the magic you've been exposed to. You're pretty sure this thing's a sending stone.
The fuck?
I don't even know what that is.
It's a walkie-talkie.
It's a walkie-talkie.
And this right here, folks, is a sending stone.
A sending stone. Who have you been sending what to?
I don't know,
Oh,
but
my God.
I can think of one person in particular that it could be. Don't you, Peaches?
Mr. Prime Water himself.
We should show it to him and see what happens.
He probably has the other one.
Well, maybe he puts it in all his employees.
Or everybody that he's infected with the black water.
Maybe
And
I should take a
it's-
dip.
Maybe you should.
Maybe we should all take a dip just to be on the safe side.
I've been wanting to take a dip since I first heard about this place, so I am down for that.
I am going to rip off, I have some traveler's clothes in my inventory. I'm going to tear off a piece of like the I guess like shirt, the linen shirt I have with it, and I'm going to wrap the sending stone in it to try to muffle it as much as possible.
Okay.
As well as shove it in my pocket.
Your butt pocket?
I'll shove it up my ass, actually.
Yep.
Gotta get those pincers in there.
Yeah.
Soundproof asshole.
Poke through the shirt.
Yeah.
I'll put it in my pantaloons
Okay.
pocket.
Very good.
Now, do we know how a sending stone functions? Because a sending stone is I send a message to you, you can send a message back to me. It's not necessarily hearing shit, right?
Well, you still hear, like, if you're being, because sending the spell, which is is what it's based on, is, yeah, it's like you can send a message.
But if Grix wasn't trying to send a message, then that message, like whatever's happening, like whoever's on the other end couldn't just tap into that and be like, all right, I want to hear what's going on over there. Or could they? Or will we know if they could?
Yeah, I think in this instance, would you know?
Let's just say no, because we didn't roll Arcana for it, and Wyatt did. So maybe Wyatt would know.
Sure. So what I'll say is, like, you all know of sending stones. It's a pretty common thing. I guess what I'll just say is, it seems like this is it's just a slightly unique looking sending stone.
Okay.
That's kind of what you gather from it.
Does it have any did it have any engravings or markings on it?
No, it's just a smooth, tiny little pebble.
It had GP written on it in really nice cursive.
On the backside, it says, "You read that right."
Yeah, I mean, I guess one of those could be in all of us. Let's take a dip. And Wyatt's already fucking balls deep.
Yeah,
blowing bubbles and shit.
As Cade is undressing, I want to just really eye him up and just
And I'm undressing very sexually. I'm like taking time to get it down over my ass. I'm unbuttoning.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, what I will say, I'm gonna stop you there, Cade. And by the way,
What
don't worry, Wyatt, I'm gonna get to you. Cade, as you either whether you verbalize it or whatever, as you start kind of getting undressed to go into this pool, you go blind, and you
say what?
You just can't see anything, and immediately as you go blind, this booming voice goes into your head. You do not.
Wyatt, there's a bird around here.
I'm going hunting. Where was that? Where was that?
Raven season.
That's it. You do not, or
And kind of as you're scrambling or panicking or whatever you're doing to reacting to going blind and having this voice in your head, you will stay out of that pool. Your God commands you.
I will get out of the pool.
No, you didn't get into the pool. I'm telling you, he did.
Oh, it's before I even get in.
As you literally start unbuttoning your first button.
I see. Okay, I'll just hand across my chest. Understood. And I will start buttoning back up.
And you're no longer blind.
I think I'll sit this one out.
What? We came all this way.
Yeah.
But the water's so no.
It actually is what's
Stop
gonna happen.
barfing.
Go figure the fucking pool. No, yeah. We came here for you to take care of your stuff, Peaches. I would hate to rain on that parade. I'm gonna set this one out.
I don't understand. We came here so that you guys could experience this with me. You were the one helping push for it. You just saw what happened to Grix.
I feel so good. Peaches, I cannot thank you enough for showing me this.
I fucking told you.
Yeah, I feel good. I'm sure I feel just as good as Grix, minus the puking and the bug in my ear. I'll go ahead and avoid all of that.
Are you a never nude?
Sure.
I am, yes, I am very self-conscious. You see, is I grew up very active. I trained hard, and I have a 30 pack, and it's some
Hard.
people don't get it. Some people do get it. Some people think it's a deformity, and some people make fun of me. So they used to call me Cade 30 rack back in the day, and yeah, I try not to.
Well, I'll respect your wishes.
If you're sure.
Thanks. If you ever needed to wash clothing, though, it works as a washboard, so that I can do.
I might have to take you up on that
10
offer.
shirts at once, dude.
You start. Oh yeah, let's wash my clothes. You do not.
Yeah. Never mind. It does not work as a washboard. Never mind.
Your God commands you.
Oh, Jesus. All right, well, if you're
Okay.
sure, then
Yeah.
I'll start getting ready to go in the pool too.
Okay, so let's jump to Wyatt here. A lot of things kind of going on here.
He's just a fountain swimming around, vomiting black water.
I'm doing a back crawl, just like.
Yeah.
Okay. So Wyatt, you get into the pool, and given that you really are like just kind of smoothed out. So I mentioned before that like any wounds that you would have healed. I actually kind of have to retcon that because I'm realizing that technically wouldn't have happened to you. You just would look the same because you kind of already look good. Like your features are good, your hair is good, you're kind of perfect looking in some respects. And so when you get in, your body physically just doesn't feel like much is going on. Or it doesn't look like it rather. Underneath though, you can feel these like, whether it's like muscle aches or scars or cuts, you can just, it's just like a personal experience. You feel it. Nobody else can really see what's going on. The other thing that happens for you is
Those hemorrhoids, gone.
the other thing that happens is you too, just like Grix, you kind of go back in your mind, and you go back to that moment where everything was being offered to you, and you just kind of like replay it like you normally would. And for the first time for you, you just like drop your shoulders thinking about it. You look at the situation you're in. You think about the people that you've sent in, and you just like forgive yourself for everything that you've done. You just come to full peace with, this is what had to be done, and now I'm on the right path. I'm going to free who I can free, and that's going to be that. So you just have this like kind of peaceful wade through the pool. All your physical attributes seem to look the same, but you feel them changing underneath.
No puking.
And then you start puking. And then you, not quite as much as Grix, but you do kind of hurl a bit, which is just
I fucking knew it!
violent heaving. I'll say like if Grix were like had barfed up like, 10 liters, you're barfing up
Jesus
like
Christ.
you're barfing up like 3, and then it's just all your stomach contents just eject out. It's all the stomach bile, and you just start dry heaving. All of it just simmers away as it hits the pool.
No ear rattling.
No ear rattling.
Okay. At the end of it, I'll just crawl up ashore and be like, "It was worth it. Who's next?"
Peaches, came here for you. I think it's only fair you're up next.
Okay. Also, I wonder if the thing in your ear is how he activates you. What if he just plays the song through the stone?
He could. I don't know.
All right, I wade into the pool. Does my leg grow back?
As you step up to the pool, your necklace, the ashes, starts to, like, that piece of it starts to just kind of like vibrate as you're stepping up to the pool. I'll let you react to that.
I'm going to take with me. I'm going to take out the bag of ashes before I go. And I'm going to scoop some out of the bag and kind of just wade in with them kind of in my hand. Like.
Okay, so you're going to walk in with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
This actually. Feyorn, do you want to go first? Because I might be putting ashes into this pool.
Well, there's already puke. I don't think.
Is there black water? Did it just completely disappear?
It evaporated.
Was destroyed.
And a bunch of you.
Feyorn takes out a list and crosses.
Yeah. I mean, as long as there's, no black water in there, I don't see why not.
Right, you go ahead first, and then I'll go, because I'm going to, like I said, scatter Doldrun's ashes here, and I don't know what that's going to do to the pool, if it's going to make it gross.
So you're just holding ashes in your hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go into the pool.
Okay. Feyorn.
Just stand there holding the ashes.
You hop into the pool. The biggest effect that you have is you kind of, as soon as you get your shoulders in, it's like this shock hits your brain. And you almost like black out, and you see Feyorn just kind of like float on top of the water. And Feyorn, it's like this, the connections in your brain start like reforming, and you suddenly remember vividly everything that happened on the night that you rowed that boat from shore to middle of the ocean, and then somehow ended up on the other side of the shore. So I'll talk to you about that.
Okay.
But it all connects. It all connects. You remember the storm. You remember that there were some creatures that pulled you up from the depths of the ocean.
Ooh.
But the other fine details I will leave for just us. Okay.
Does he start puking?
No, he doesn't.
Can you imagine?
But your body also heals fully.
Does he get his health back? He took 6 points.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Oh, that's a great question.
Nice. Oh,
You
shit.
see this caved-in dent in his head just...
Little scrape on my knee from tripping.
Okay. Now I'm gonna wade in. And I'm holding the ashes, and I'm gonna try and get as far as I can to the thing in the, like the little mushroom thing in the middle.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try and scatter the ashes around that.
Okay. So when you step in, and you get up to your waist, it feels very strange at first as your leg that's missing starts to slowly push this mechanical device off and just sheds it into the water. And this burst of like feathers, and then the extension of your leg just kind of slowly pushes out and reforms. The mechanical device actually seems to be like a living thing almost as it floats in the water beneath you, and then it almost like a spider just kind of like climbs itself back up and wraps up but around your hand, and you climbs up your arm, and it attaches itself, and it just kind of like moves along your arm, and it connects out to each end of your finger, almost those like big golden like pointed rings that people sometimes wear, and it just kind of like attaches itself to your arm, and you walk forward, you put the ashes on this stone, and this sense, like this overwhelming sense of accomplishment hits you, like you're just at such peace with like I did it, I actually did it. And Wyatt, beside you, right in your ear, but loud enough that Peaches can hear it, you just hear the words, "Hi, Carly."
I Carly.
I girly, and
I girly.
and then that's where we're gonna end the session.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, it's a bit after.
Damn. Fuck, man. Level 5, guys. That's crazy. We went crazy that on that one.
No, not quite.